All right, and we are live. So Texas versus Florida. I don't really have I'm predicting that Texas will win. I hope that Florida will win, but I don't really have like a skin in the game. But I will say that I'm waiting for the North Carolina versus Clemson game to end. It has not been close at all. Um, it's like 123 left to go in the fourth quarter, 38-10. Like it is bad, to say the least. But kind of predictable. North Carolina really, like I said, I was expecting that much out of them this year, especially because yes, it's Bill Belichick, but also is a lot of new players, but still not that good. Yeah, they're doing the two best chance for the Florida Texas game, so we'll be starting in a little bit. I'm expecting um, Florida's defense to do a lot of the heavy lifting. So far, they've been really good this year. Um, I'm still not sold on Texas all that much. I like Texas defense, so I think they're going to create some turnovers against DJ Lagway because unfortunately, he's been very turnover prone. And so, if I had to guess, I'll say 20-17, Texas win. I hope Florida wins, but I think it's going to be a low scoring game. 2017 is what my prediction is. Um, because like honestly, Texas hasn't really had an impressive win yet. They lost to Ohio State, which they almost came back and won. And then the other teams they played has just been, not the best competition. So like I said, I'm not really all that convinced by Texas so far, but who knows? Maybe they might show out against Florida. Um, Florida's kind of going through a little bit of a tailspin, so it would be impressive because it's on the road, but at the same time, like this Florida team is supposed to be better, and DJ Lagway just has not held up his end of the bargain. Been a lot of problems, but the defense for the Florida has been stepping up, so I'll give them that. But that's starting a little bit. Like right now, it's 15 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter for the Clemson North Carolina game, and then we're going to go to Texas Florida. Clemson almost picked that off. Goodness gracious! Yeah, it's been domination here. So, Kidder, Texas has won the coin toss and elected to defer to second half. Okay, so at least that has to start. Okay, so ooh, if Florida starting with the ball, like I said, I don't feel very confident with DJ Lagway this game. So, it's like I said, I think it's gonna be a defensive game. I think it's gonna be 20-17. Um, but yeah, the Texas defense is legit. Florida's defense is legit. It's just I just have no confidence at all. 1 second left to go in this game, and the game's done. All right. Also, Baylor Kansas State is 35-34. That's a close one. I was surprised that Cincinnati won as much as they did. Cincinnati won against, well, I don't think it's final just yet, but they're up big against Iowa State. What's the other one that's a little confusing? Oh, they call a timeout. Never mind. There's 1 second left to go in the North Carolina game. Um, okay, they're gonna turn over. Okay, they're turning over the game. Good, because it's like 1 second left, so the game's already over. So all right, Texas teeing off. Goes right here just in case something happens. Um, mm. Like I said, I think it's going to be 2017. I have Texas winning. I think it's going to be a pretty close games, but these defenses keeps it close. Um, I have Texas pulling it out, but I don't think it's going to be like an impressive win, regardless. Kick is underway, and it is going to be returned 5-10 down to by the 16-yard line. It's a great kick. It's a great kick. And so it's going to be first down 10 for the 16-yard line. By the way, Georgia defeated Kentucky 35-14. It was like 35-7 earlier, so Kentucky got like another garbage time touchdown. All right, so DJ Lagway going to be a shotgun formation, running back to his right. Going to be a handoff. No, actually, a play action pass. Throws, checks down, open, and fumbled the ball, and he picks it back up. Oh, that's so lucky. That's so lucky. So Wilson is going to get down. It's going to be a 9-yard gain, second down and 1. Like, helmet right on the ball, pops it out, and very lucky that Texas did not fall on it. I mean, the guy just literally the guy just he did like he was right there. The safety was right there to pick it up. And he over pursued. From the 25-yard line, second down and 1, going to be a handoff, and that's going to be a first down. Nice run, get some extra yards, but get about 6 yards there, and that's going to be a first down for Florida. Look, that's Ball with the carry. Yeah, that TD interception ratio is rough for DJ Lagway. 5 for 6. That's ugh. All right. So DJ gonna send number 9 in motion. Gonna be a PA boot. Check it down, and that's gonna be to is that Sturdivant? No, it's 11. I'm trying to remember numbers. That's Mazzell. Mazzell gave him for about 3 yards. Second down 7. 13:30 left to go in the first quarter. Second down 7 for Florida. From the 34-yard line. And pistol formation. Tight end to his left. Running back behind him. Going to send number 11 to motion. Going to be a handoff to running back off to the right. And he is going to get stood up, but then shakes and gains another yard. He should have lost about a yard or 2 by Simmons, but shakes him, ball, gets a 1-yard gain. Third down 6. All right, from the 35-yard line. Third down 6. DJ Lagway, shotgun formation, ball to his left. Now I'm going to motion him out. Now motion him back, just seeing what covers they're in. Bunch to the left. Draws back to pass. And throws across the middle. It's going to be first down. It'll be up to the 43, 44-yard line. Depends on where to spot him as a first down for Florida. I shall have my revenge against Vanderbilt. Baconator, I think you will. Look. I think it's going to be a fun game. But I do think, holy crap, did Mark Sanchez got stabbed? I'm sorry, on the bottom line it says Mark Sanchez got stabbed. Goodness gracious. Okay. From the 43.5-yard line, or 44-yard line, DJ Lagway going to send number 11 to motion. Going to be a handoff to Baugh, who's going to get about about 3 or 4 yards. Second down, about 6. Yeah, I think like the Vandy Bama game, I was thinking about like maybe I could do a streaming because I don't have ABC, unfortunately. I'll have guys ESPN and like the streaming apps. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun game. But I think you are gonna get your revenge. Second down 6 from the 48-yard line. DJ Lagway, shotgun formation, got ball to his left. And going to be a handoff to Ball, who's going to try the right side and gets up to the 50-yard line. Gain of 2, third down and 4. Who is Mark Sanchez? Mark Sanchez was former Jets quarterback, otherwise known as a Sanchez. And in case you know about the butt fumble, he is the quarterback for the butt fumble. That's unfortunately where he's most known for. But when Mark Sanchez was a Was he a rookie? I think it was his rookie year and then his sophomore year. He was a player at USC, drafted to the Jets, and then 2009, 2010, he was a quarterback when they both made it to the AFC Championship game. Going to be hands number 8, who's going to get up to the first down, up to the 45, up to the 40, up to the 35, and out of bounds. Oh my goodness, got absolutely wrecked. They're going to be actually at the 36-yard line, so first down 10 for Florida. Yeah, he was unfortunately his legacy is not, instead of being first two seasons going to the AFC Championship game carried by a really good defense, it's the butt fumble. So from the 36-yard line, shotgun formation, going to send number 89 into motion. Going to be a short pass out to number 6, who's going to get up to the 30 and down. That's Wilson, Eugene Wilson, for about a 9-yard gain. Second down and 1. 10:20 left to go in the first quarter. All right, second down and 1 from the 26-yard line. Shotgun formation going to have Baugh to his left. Lagway going to be carried. It's going to be a first down carry, and that's going to be an 11-yard gain by Baugh. Nice job there by Jake Slaughter. Get a nice little hole for him. That's another first down for the Florida Gators. So far, they've been able to move the ball. I've been very impressed with the fact they've been able to move the ball. They're not really asking DJ Lagway to do too much. Like, it's been a lot of like short, quick passes. So limiting the mistakes. All right, shotgun formation going to have Baugh to his left. Sends number 8 in motion over to the left. Going to be a handoff, and he's going to get to the 10, down to about the, I would say probably the 9-yard line. That's Baugh again. Great gain there. Going to be second down about 6, second down about 5. All right, second down and 5, under 9 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Florida's knocking on the door. And remember, this drive started all the way back to the 16 because it wasn't a great return. So pitch to formation, ball behind him. 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a handoff, and Baugh is going to make a man miss and is going to get really close, but I think it's going to be a gain of only about 4, third and 1 for Florida from the 5. All right, third and 1. 2 tight ends. Nope, now going to motion the 2 tight ends over to the left. Shotgun formation. Baugh to his left. And a timeout was called by Florida. They had 10 seconds left, so I guess maybe he didn't like what he saw. Wow. I mean, I know it's against Campbell, but NC State's 49-7 at halftime. Goodness gracious. What even is... I'm gonna look at Campbell College. What even is Campbell? Campbell football. Campbell Fighting Camels from North Carolina. Okay. The Fighting Camels. Who? I gotta check and see. Why in the world do you call yourself the Fighting Camels? Because for one, it's North Carolina. So why are you called the Fighting Camels? There was a fire, and that's how you get the "You're a Camel." then to get a hump on you. What in the world are you talking about? They used to be the Hornets and then became the Camels. That I don't know. I don't know why you call yourself the Fighting Camels, but oh well. So when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 5. Right now, the commercial break. See about the Vandy game. Hasn't started just yet, I guess. But like I said, so far I've been pretty impressed with Florida. So I didn't think they would actually be able to move the ball on Texas that much, and I've been proven wrong. Oh, next Saturday is the Red River rivalry. I mean, I know that you don't have John Mateer playing that game, so might make it a little bit different. Um, but Oklahoma's defense is still really good, so I just talked about both these defenses, but I feel pretty confident with Oklahoma's defense. Like, especially their defensive line is crazy. When you have R. Mason Thomas, have number 65, that Jackson kid, he's really staying good too. Both of those interior defensive linemen are really good. So it'll be interesting to see for sure. So DJ Lagway, shotgun formation, 2 tight ends to his left. Going to send number 8 Wilson into motion. Going to be handoff, and he's going to try the right side. He's going to basically walk into the end zone, and that is a touchdown for Florida. 7:59 left to go in the first quarter, and 6-0 Florida Gators. And the rains came down, and so is the school. Well, I don't know what that. I'm about to try to say something clever, in that it blew up in my face right as soon as I started saying it. A missed tackle, and then a bad angle, and Bodge walks in. Smack on for the extra point. That was an 84-yard drive. Took up 7 minutes and 2 seconds. All right, kick is up, and kick is right down the middle. So it is 7-0. I wouldn't expect us to go to TV timeout because we just came from TV timeout. Oh, no, we are. Okay. I'm sorry, but here's the thing I don't like. If you just came back from a TV timeout and then you do one play and then you go back to TV timeout, I think that's a little ridiculous. I get it, they're trying to make money, but this is. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 plays. You had the touchdown, then you had the extra point. But I just. But yeah, DJ, like I said, very quick passes, not asking him to do too much. Uh, Offensive line getting a lot of push, so Boss has some pretty nice running lanes too. So if Florida's able to continue doing that throughout the rest of the game, then there's a chance for an upset. Now I want there to be upset. I would love for it to be Florida upsetting Texas, and then we'll just see like all the ramifications that come from there. Because then Texas is going to have to eat it. Because they already have 2 losses and have to go. Because like Texas's schedule is not necessarily the hardest. It's quite literally, just like it was last year, it was very vanilla. But there are some hard road tests. Like Texas does have to go against Georgia, and Georgia's obviously Texas will remember what happened last year, but still, like you got Oklahoma next week at Kentucky, which I mean you should beat Kentucky. I'm sorry, you should. Um, Then there we go. Then it's at Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Georgia, Arkansas, Texas A&M at the very end. So if Florida's able, like I said, I know it's still early, but I'm just pointing it out there. If Florida's able to pull out an upset over Texas, I think it's very reasonable to suggest that Texas gets one more loss. If Texas gets one more loss and they're 9-3 at the end of the year, and unless something crazy happens where they're still going to be in SEC championship contention, is there a way that they is there a way that the college football playoff will leave Texas out? If they're 9-3, I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance that if Texas is 9-3, depending on who they lose to, like I feel like they're going to lose one more game. It would be interesting. It would be interesting for sure. Are you missing Gus Malzahn? Everyone should want Florida to beat Texas. Everyone should want Florida to beat Texas. Am I missing Gus Malzahn? No. And the main reason is this: being an Auburn fan at the height of from 2013 to 2020. The thing is that yes, we had some really good seasons there. Yeah, 2013, 2017, 2019, but you could never count on how this season would go because of the fact that unless it was a home game against Georgia or Alabama, you almost had no shot of beating them. And I understand that they were at their best during those times, and then Georgia's going on the run they've gone on. But by the time that Gus Malzahn was nearing his end, our offensive line was crap because we didn't really recruit a lot of offensive linemen. We couldn't really develop any quarterbacks, we still can't, which is still a problem. But my problem was not firing Gus Malzahn. My problem was who we got. We got Brian Harsin. It was a terrible hire. It set us back even more because recruiting was bad. Hugh has not lived up to what we needed him to be. As far as recruiting, it's been good. Recruiting has been good outside of this year. It's been good. But the fact remains is that I don't think that if we just kept Gus Malzahn, we would still be competing because of the trajectory that we were at. Like, our offensive line was terrible. Terrible for 2021, 2022, going into 2023 because of the fact that we just literally just did not recruit a lot of offensive linemen. And so we were laid bare when it came to actually having good offensive linemen. Because you didn't try for anybody. So lost about 2 or 3 yards there, and that's going to be a great job there. And that's by Sapp, another great Florida Gator. Like I said, Sapp and also Banks, interested to see how they do against Texas offensive line. Both of them more than likely going to be first-round picks. I feel pretty confident, especially with Banks. But I feel confident Sapp can possibly get a first-round pick too. Arch Manning drops for the pass, throws a bomb, and that's going to be caught number 13 up to about the 43-yard line. 42-yard line for a first down. But yeah, I'm not really missing Gus Malzahn. I know a lot of Auburn fans are, but if you're not being revisionist history and really thinking about when he got fired, it makes sense why he got fired. Going to be a pass rush at RPO, and number one gets up to that's Wingo, about 5-yard gain, second down and 5, 7:05 would go in the first quarter. $6:45 to go in the first quarter. Second down 6. Shotgun formation from the 46. Going to be a drop back pass, and steps in the pocket is going to scramble up to the 50, up to the 45, up to the 40, down to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a first down 10 for Texas. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. If Auburn continues to be bad, I just have a feeling that knowing it's going to be not really tackle for loss, back to the line of scrimmage. If I know anything about the boosters, it's going to be probably going to try to pursue Rhett Lashley, if I guess. It makes too much sense for them you get the Gus Malzahn without getting Gus Malzahn. I'm not going to be thrilled about it, but I'll be okay with it. All right, second down 10. 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Still 7-0. Shotgun formation. Checking up the line. And it's going to be a throw, and that's going to be tipped up in the air, incomplete. Third down and 10 at 5:29 left to go in the first. I'm surprised it wasn't a legal man downfield because he took a very long time to throw that ball. All right, shotgun formation. Wisner to his left. Is it Wisner or Wisner? I think it's Wisner. Arch tries to make a pass and is getting some kind of pressure, rolls out to his right, and is going to just throw it away. And pretty much just threw it into the stands, too. So fourth down 10. Texas technically in field goal range if they want to try for it. But they're probably just going to try to pin them deep. Yep. On to put the ball away. Down at the 1. Wow. Wait, the refs talked it over. I think they might say that he was. Yep, his foot was in. His foot was in, so it's going to be a touchback. So touchback will be first down 10 for the Florida Gators. Initially almost at the 1, but unfortunately one of the gunners got his foot down in the end zone, so we touchback. Florida was able to drive down. They were able to score a long, sustained drive. So if they're able to have that again, like I said, that Texas defense is going to be kind of gassed, especially early on in the game. All right, let's see here. Let's see if how the Vandy Alabama game. It's like a defense battle looks like. Yeah, like it looks like the Vandy Alabama's game is just gonna be like more of a defensive battle so far. 9:01 left to go in the first quarter. It's like third down 6 for Vandy at their own 11. They're showing a Dave & Buster's commercial, but I've never been to Dave & Buster's. I don't even know where's the closest one near me. What was like? Isn't it basically just like a Chuck E. Cheese's for Chuck E. Cheese's? Isn't it like basically like a Chuck E. Cheese for adults? Or am I wrong in this one? No, it's not too far from me. Okay. I don't know. I just realized I've never been to one. I was hoping to be back, but it's still on commercial break. Let's see here. time possession right now is 6:52 compared to 2:36. So, like I said, if Florida's able to have a long-staying drive, about like a 5-6 minute drive, like Texas might change up a little bit what they're doing because initially they were trying to do hurry up, which, like I said, if Florida's having long-staying drives, your defense will be gassed by the end of the game. So, be interested to see if they might pivot. His foot was clearly in bounce right here. Yeah, his foot was clearly in the end zone. The first guy's good, and then the second guy puts his foot in the end zone. Like it's clear, it's supposed to be a touchback. Oh no, actually, no, the first guy's foot was in bounce. What was in the end zone? Why are we taking so long? It should be a touchback. Why are we taking so long? It should not take this long. Like right there, bam, foot. It's in the end zone. He's got possession. It should be a touchback. All right, so 5:12 left to go in the first quarter. I don't know what ESPN's on. Now it's a little, oh, there we go. Okay. Initially, a little fuzzy. So from the 20-yard line, first down and 10. Still 7-0 Florida Gators. Goodness gracious, Brewers are absolutely crushing the Cubs right now. At the end of the fifth, it's 9-1. All right, so gonna have in pistol formation, Boss behind him. Lightweight going to see number 11 in motion. Going to be play action pass. Got plenty of time. Throws, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be up to about the 43-yard line. That's going to be Sturdivant, number 9. 5 minutes to go the first quarter, and a first down for Florida. DJ Lightweight checking on the line. Pistol formation, tied into the left. Going to be a handoff to Ball. He's going to try the right side. He's got the edge up to the 45-50. 45 and gets down by the 41-yard line, and that's going to be another first down for Florida. Ball's had a pretty good game, and so is offensive line. Like I said, great job there on the edge. Not really a hold. Like I said, I wouldn't categorize it by a hold, but really great speed by Bob there, getting the edge, cutting upfield. So far, he's got 9 rushes for 55 yards and that touchdown. Pistol formation, DJ Lagway, Bob behind him. 2 tight end set. Going to be a handoff to Ball. He's going to try the left side up to the 35 and breaks tackle up to the 30-yard line before he just walks out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. First down 10 for the Florida Gators again. I mean, they're just running the ball and just easily getting first downs. About 3:45 left on the first quarter, and Florida is deep into Texas territory. All right, Lagway going to be in shotgun formation. Two tight ends to the right. Running back to his right. Ball's getting a little bit of a break. Play back at 4, 3, 2. Hand off to running back who makes a man miss, who's going to get a good little chunk there. It'll be Clark and gain about 8 yards there. Second down and 2. Also, Michigan beat Wisconsin 24-10. Wisconsin is just not looking like they're going to have a great year, unfortunately. Lagway, empty set, two tight ends to the left. Sorry, to the right. Drops back to pass, quick throw. That's going to be way too far for Sturdivant. Sturdivant was open for the first down, but a little bit too far for DJ Lagway. Third down and 2. 2:34 left to go in the first. I mean, if I were them, I would just run the ball. I mean, it's so far you've been good. All right, Clark behind him in pistol formation. Got Bunch to the right. Tight end to your left. Now they're moving all around. Goodness gracious. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going to be a toss, and that's going to be Clark who's going to get the first down. Getting about 3 yards there. First down, 10 from the 18-yard line. And by the way, Vanderbilt just had a 65-yard rushing touchdown to go up 7-0. Vandy versus Alabama. All right, Lagway going to be in pistol formation once again. Running back behind him. Two tight ends to the left. Fake the toss, roll out to his right, and DJ Lagway just a jump pass out of bounds. Second down 10. 151 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0. Florida, like I said, deep into Texas territory. Lagway in pistol formation once again. Two tight ends to the left. Ball is now finally in there after getting a nice little breather. He's had a pretty good day. Going to be handoff to Ball, who's going to wait patiently and gets up to about the 16-yard line. Getting about 2 yards there. Third down and 8. Lagway is a little bit limp, though, after that jump pass. I don't know why he jumped like that. 1:30 remaining in the first quarter, so third down 8. DJ Lagway in shotgun formation. Ball to his right. Going to send number 8 into motion. Drops back to pass. And is going to throw. And that's going to for the end zone. Out of bounds. Way too high. Way too high for Sturdivant. So 1-4 let's go in the first quarter. Fourth down and 8. And a field goal attempt for the Florida Gators. I do love the stat that before this week, UCLA had never been up in a game, which is crazy to think. And right now they're up 10-7 against Penn State. And Penn State just scored. So, yeah. 34-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and kick is going to be good. So it's going to be 10-0. Florida up. About a minute left to go in the first quarter. And like I said, so far they've been able to just drive down the field. Long staying drives. Because that's, let's see. If I had to guess, I think they have about 11 minutes of 11 minutes of play clock, I think. Let me check and see. Well, time possession. That's what I meant. Um, because Texas had like two something. Let me double check and see. Yeah, 10:54 time possession compared to 2:45 for Texas. So Florida on to boot this one away. Cincinnati was able to pull that out 38-30 against Iowa State. Gets a much needed win, and Iowa State loses for the first time this year. Kick is away, and it's going to be, yeah, going to be a touchback. So first down 10 from the 20 for the Texas Longhorns. Oh, yeah, that's that speedy back, Alexander. All right, so first down 10 from the 25-yard line. Archman going to be in shotgun formation. Wisner to his right. All right, Arch going to be in shotgun formation. Two running backs to his side. Going to be a little RPO. It almost was a pick, and actually was a caught pass by Wingo, surprisingly. It's be third down and about 1 or 2 yards. 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. They might just let it go to the first quarter. Yep. They're going to let you go into the first quarter. Third down and 2. Surprised that was not picked off. That was really sticking close. But at the end of the first, it's going to be 10-0. Going to go to commercial break. And I am going to get something to drink. But yeah, so far it's been all Florida. 10-0. Let's see about this Vandy game. No, it's still 7-0. Alabama is driving its third down 9 at Vandy's 28-yard line. 3:50 left to go in the first quarter. Yeah, Alabama's got to try for a field goal kick. But yeah, so Florida's been pretty dominant so far. I expect that to continue. I'm really surprised that was not picked off. It was in between two defenders, and it very well should have been picked off. Then it kind of bounces into Trey Wingo's hands. So it'll be third down 2 when we come back. I know we got like a couple more minutes before we get back, but just so far, like I said, they're relying on the running game because so far they've had really great holes to run through. Boss had a pretty good day so far, and then DJ Lagway just pretty much just taking what the defense is giving him. Had a nice little pass to Slaughter, but otherwise it's just like check downs, which is fine. Like I said, if you're able to run the ball and do checkdowns, then I mean you're going to win the game. So all right, it's 3rd down 2 from the 33-yard line. Arch going to be in shotgun formation with Wisner to his right. Going to send number 88 in motion over to help block. Going to be a run by Arch Manning off to the right, and he's going to get the first down, gain about 4 yards there. First down to Texas about the 37-yard line. Arch shotgun formation once again. Going to send Wisner in motion. Drops back a pass, and is going to just throw a nice little drag and got absolutely just thrown down. About a 1-yard gain, be 2nd down 9. Great job there by Woods. I mean, absolutely just obliterated that tight end. It's supposed to be a tight end screen, but he was just there waiting for him. 2nd down 9 from about the 38-yard line. Shotgun formation. Going to send number 0 into motion. Going to be a play action pass. He's getting some kind of pressure. Almost gets sacked. Throws out of a sack. And number 0 is going to just basically cover up because I think it was a throw. I don't think it was a fumble. But I think it was 3rd down 9. Manning lucky he didn't get sacked there because Caleb. I think it was that Caleb. No, that wasn't Caleb. It was number 93 that almost got a sack. All right, so 3rd down 9, 13:52 left to go in the second quarter. Still 10-0. Manning in shotgun formation, Butch to the left. Run back to his right. Bringing the pressure out to the left side. Throws a deep ball and is way overthrown. 13 had to step on his defender, but unfortunately is way overthrown. 4th down 9, and Texas will have to punt this ball away. Like I said, Florida's had 2 long sustained drives, so they're only up 10-0. But if they can have another long drive in the second quarter, take up about 6 minutes like they've been doing, and if they ever score a touchdown, I feel really bad about Texas because Texas really haven't been able to move the ball that much. I mean, they were kind of able to this drive, but it was basically from the 25-yard line to like the 38-yard line. So not really. You got 1 first down. And it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So we 1st down 10 for Florida. However, there is a flag. I don't know if it's a hold or what it is because it's not. It shouldn't be. It's not like we're running into the kicker or anything like that. Gonna go to TV timeout. Got like 3 minutes left. Goodness gracious. Yep, going to TV timeout. All right. So let's check and see on the Vanderbilt Alabama. Did Alabama not score? Apparently, Alabama's run game is absolutely terrible, which it is what it is. Yeah, because right now it's 3rd down 10 from Alabama's 13-yard line. Let's see what old Alabama fans are saying. I'm sure that it's reasonable. Aaron Murray said Vanderbilt offense a damn good time. Yeah, it sure enough is. Oh, it was an interception and a missed field goal and a bad run defense. Goodness gracious. Wide right. I mean, it's a 47-yarder, and you're not really known for making field goals, but still, in. Oh, so Alabama picked it off. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, fumble. Okay. So Alvin gets a turnover, luckily, and able to get the football back. Still 7-0. Texas is able to adjust. If I'm them, I'm trying to stack the box a little bit because so far, like Florida's just been able just to do whatever they want to do in the run game, and you haven't really been able to stop them. So not really asking DJ Lagway to do too much. All right, so 1st down 10. DJ Lagway going to be in shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Going to be a flash. Now she's going to be a screen and way too high, but still caught by number 11. Shakes a man, gets up to about the 24-yard line, so nice gain there about 4 yards. I mean, Lagway's been off on a couple of these. I mean, that one was way too high. Thankfully, number 11 is able to just basically bat in the air to himself. He had another one that was really too high. For it was a end zone throw, a touchdown throw. So I mean, that's like they haven't asking that much of Lagway, and he hasn't really done that much. But if Texas is able to kind of limit this run game for the rest of the game, is DJ actually going to be able to perform? Because so far he's not. So it'll be 2nd down 4. Going to hand off to Clark. He's going to try the right side. He's going to get up to the 30-yard line, down to 32. That's going to be a 1st down run, gain of about 6 yards there for Florida. There is a flag though. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry for that. I was on the defense. Okay. Hands to the face on the defense. So now Florida's going to be near midfield. They should be close to midfield. See, it was on Taff. See here. Yep, clear as day. I mean, that's a full-on face mask. Goodness gracious, Taff. Is it Taff or Taffy? I think it's Taff. It's like 2 A's, 2 F's. So 1st down 10 from about the 47-yard line. DJ Lagway in pistol formation. Running back behind him. Going to be a flash of pass. Is going to throw. That's going to be to tight end. Fumbles. And it's going to be up to the 35-yard line, up to the 40, up to the 45, up to the 50, and down about the 45-yard line, and that's going to be Hill. So Texas gets a little bit of a break. 12:06 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Now, we need to make sure it is indeed a fumble. So, catch, down, step, pop out. It pops up before the second foot hits. So it depends on the ruling. I would be surprised. I would be surprised if they don't uphold this. But that would be something for Texas to get a little bit of a break, and then it not even count. Let's see. Yeah, they're reviewing it right now. Like I said, he jumps up in the air, catches it, comes down, takes one step, and before he's able to get a second step in, the ball pops out. So technically, it shouldn't be a catch, but it really depends on what the review is going to say. Because like on the field, it is a catch. So he comes down on with it, then right foot stomp, left foot about to stomp, and but then it gets punched out right there before his left foot hits, and it's out. It's out of his hand before his left foot hits. So I would say it's incomplete. But if I'm Tex, I'm hoping that this sticks because it'll be first down 10 from the 45-yard line of of Florida. So you'd be in great field position, down by 2 scores. Otherwise, it's just going to be, let's see what they're going to call. Yep, it's upheld. As I said, I was more than likely it's going to be upheld. I think it's technically incomplete pass based upon like the what has happened in the past. They've done like the it has to be 2 steps rule, but I don't know. It's good for Texas though. 12:06 left to go in second quarter, still down 10-0 from the 45-yard line. Archer in shotgun formation, Washington to his right. Going to send wide receiver in motion, or will be Wingo. We hand off, and he's going to Washington's going to get like maybe 2 yards. Second down 8. Now a sap on the play. All right, second down 8 from about the 48-yard line. No, not 48. Sorry, 43-yard line. Arch in shotgun formation, running back to his right. Going to send number 21 to motion over to the left. Now motion that back right. And he's going to step in the pocket and it's going to throw. It's going to be wide open and caught by number 13 down to the 10-yard line. He got absolutely upended. But it's going to be a first and goal for Texas. Nice little play design. Basically like a tight end under and then up. And almost was overthrown. And great job of 13, but not only catching that, but holding on. He got absolutely submarined. I mean, just bam. Ooh. I mean, that knee is just absolutely buckled. So it's going to be first and goal from the 10. But yeah, no, his knee is absolutely jacked up. He luckily he hopefully he didn't hurt himself, but his leg it hit him right around the knee. Hand off to Wisner is going to get down to about the 6-yard line. So it's going to be second and goal from the 6. 10:30 left to go in second quarter. Texas was given a gift. Let's see if they can be able to capitalize. Going to be a PA boot who is going to roll and throw, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be a touchdown to Wisner. And it's going to be 10-6, extra point, making it a 3-point game. A 9:55 left to go in the second quarter. Great on Texas for actually able to capitalize on a turnover. Yeah, number 14, I don't know what he was doing. He was the one that was supposed to be covering Wisner, but he did not. So wide open, 9:55, extra point better be good, and it's going to be a 3-point game. Yep. All right, so let's check and see on the Vanderbilt game. The Vanderbilt game still 7-0, 13:39 left to go second quarter. Alabama's on the Vandy's 38-yard line, first down 10. So far, Alabama's been able to run the ball. Florida had 141 yards of offense all game against Miami, and they have 148 on Texas through the first quarter. That's crazy. I forgot how badly they got dominated in the Miami game. So, like I said, it's still been dominated by Florida. That fumble definitely didn't help. But if I'm Florida, I'm continuing to run the ball because so far you've had. I mean, I think it's. Let me double check and make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's still above 5 yards pop. It's probably close to 6 yards pop. Let's see. Yeah, you got 101 rushing yards, which is crazy already. Um, yep, way over 6 yards pop. You got Jaden Baugh 11 for 69, is at 6.3. Duke Clark is 3 for 18. Then you also had Vernell Brown had a 14-yard carry, so like over 6 yards carry. They cannot stop you. Unfortunately for that fumble, you were probably going to be able to drive because so far you've been able to. So yeah, turnover sucked, but if you're able to kind of bounce back, uh, have a long stay drive, it's 9:55 right now. Going to return up to about the 20, up to about the 23-yard line. Well, yeah, about 23-yard line. But if you're able to have a long staying drive and score a touchdown, I still feel pretty good. Unfortunate for the turnover, but just continue doing what you're doing. Just run the ball and basically eat up clock. You're giving your defense plenty of time. I think by the fourth quarter that your defense is going to be fine. And if Texas is a little bit gashed because like the fact that you're basically holding on the ball for the whole entire game, like just continue to run the ball and you'll be fine. So DJ Lagway going to be first down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Shotgun formation. Clark to his left. Draws by the pass, throws, and that's going to be caught. That's going to be Wilson. Makes a man miss up to the 30 and down by the 34-yard line. First down 10. Gain of 11 yards. Sorry, that's Brown, not Wilson. My bad. 9:40 remaining in the second quarter. Bunch to the left. Lagway going to be an empty set. Now going to bring Clark over to motion. Going to be a quick little screen action. That's going to be to Wilson. And he is going to get, no, Brown again, sorry. Gain about 1 yard, second down 9. They're trying to spread him out a little bit more because they're stacking the box. So I respect about Florida. Because Texas is basically just like forcing DJ Lagway to kind of win the game right now. Going to be a pistol formation. Clark behind him. Going to be a handoff to Clark, who is going to get about 2 yards there. Third down 7. Ten to 7, 8:30 left to go in the second quarter. Third down and 7 for Florida. No, third down 8. I guess they only give him a yard. From the 37-yard line, DJ Lagway in shotgun formation with Clark to his right. Drops back to pass, is getting some kind of pressure, throws, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be wide open up to the 50, and down by the 45-yard line is Sturdivant, and that's going to be another Florida Gators first down. A very nice twist. Honestly, that's a really great twist by Texas there. Almost gets home, but thankfully there you had Sturdivant going a little bit of a drag route, and pretty much, I mean, he had like a nice like 2 steps on his defender. First down 10 for the 45-yard line. DJ Lagway going to be a play action pass. Has got all the time in the world. Throws a deep ball, and it's almost, I mean, why even throw that ball? It's in triple coverage. I mean, I know it's DJ Lagway, so he's going to try to throw some picks, but goodness gracious, it's triple coverage. Don't do it. They had it covered. So second down 10. Like, I literally don't know what he thinks is going to happen here. Wow, UCLA scored a touchdown. They're up 17 to 7 on Penn State. That's hilarious. That is actually hilarious. From the 45-yard line, pistol formation. Going to send number 3 into motion. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be Clark, who gives up 40 up to about the 35-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of about 11 yards there. It's a first down 10 for Florida. Like I said, just keep on running the ball. You're doing great. You're doing great. Just run the ball. All right, so from the 34-yard line, Lagway in shotgun formation, Clark to his right. Lagway hands the ball off to Clark, who's going to get up about about 3 yards in the carry. Second down 7. It is 6:35 to go in the second quarter, still 10 to 7, but Florida is driving. All right, Lagway in shotgun formation, right back to his right. That's Clark. Going to send tight end in motion. Going to be a play action pass, throws, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be by Wilson down to about the 14-yard line. That's another first down. Another first down by Florida. 6:05, let's go to the second quarter. Great catch. Honestly, great catch there by Wilson. All right, so from the 13-yard line, DJ Lagway going to be in empty set. Now brings Clark over to his right. Going to be a handoff to Clark, who's going to wait patiently, bounce off a tackle, but is only going to get about a yard. Second down 9. Sorry. Second down 9, 5:20 left to go in the second quarter. Looks like Ball's going to get in. All right, it looks like Lagway's going to be an empty set. Now I'm going to bring ball into motion over to his right. And a timeout is called by Florida. Play clock was winding down to about 6. So, very important drive for Florida, I understand. So, I don't mind calling the timeout here. 4:59 left to go in the second quarter. Florida only has one more timeout, up by 3. Update on the Vandy Alabama game. It's still 7-0. Bama is at Vandy's 17-yard line, first down and 10. And they scored. So, Bama ties it up. I will say this. Ty Simpson has been playing really, really impressive. And I think there's a chance that he can kind of play himself into being a first round quarterback. Especially because like some of the other quarterbacks that were expected to be pretty good this year have not really done what we thought they would do. Um, Nussmeier has been kind of pedestrian. Some of that has to do with the fact that they're just not really able to run the ball. But and like I said, some other things too. Just Nuss hasn't really been that impressive. Obviously, I was on the bandwagon with Arch sitting for like not sitting, but going back to college. I just figured that was going to happen regardless. And then after a season, seeing how the season has gone, I kind of agree um, with my previous assessment. John Mateer is definitely up there, but with him being hurt, obviously it's going to be depending on how well he plays once he comes back from his surgery. Um, and then outside of that, I know there's some people who like Mendoza, but I kind of hold off on Mendoza. I think Mendoza is a really great, like I think he's a really really great facilitator. But as far as being like a guy that you take really high, like there were some people trying to say he was quarterback one. I was like, nah, no, because it was after what was it? I think it was after like the Illinois game where they were like, oh well, no, he should be the QB1. And I'm like, yeah, well, okay, let's wait till he goes against like some really good defenses, like some really good teams. Because like Illinois, I think is a decent team, but it's not like a top tier team. And I think Mendoza's a great facilitator, but are you going to take? Are you? He's going to be like your number one kind of guy compared to somebody who has way more escapability, way more mobility, and has a pretty decent arm. Like Mateer has a pretty decent arm, and so does Ty Simpson. So second down, Florida, 4:59 to go second quarter. Two tight ends to the left. Lagway and shotgun formation. Going to be a throw for the end zone, and that's going to be caught. And that's going to be Wilson, and that's going to make it 16-7. A two-possession game once again for Florida. Great job coming out of that TV timeout. Great throw by Lagway, a little bit high, but Wilson's able to corral it, and it's going to be a touchdown for Florida. By the way, Brewers versus Cubs still 9-2, top of the eighth. Another over 5 minute drive by Florida, 77 total yards. Extra point's going to be. I thought I was going to snap it. Sorry. Snap, hold, kick is up, and kick is good. So it is 17-7 for Florida at home. 4:55 remaining in the second quarter. Yeah, Wilson fakes like it's going to be a fade, and it cuts back in, and that safety is way over to the left. Florida kicked this one away. They got pretty much almost everyone overloaded to the right. Going to be out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So first down 10 for Texas. Down by 2 scores, 17-7. Unfortunately, their only touchdown drive really came after a turnover that led them down to the 45-yard line. And then they had a great little trick play. Not really a trick play, but they had a wide receiver going to drag and up. So if I'm Texas, I'm a little bit worried, a little concerned that we're not really able to move the ball that well. You pretty much were gets a great field position by Hill, Anthony Hill, turning it all the way back to the 45-yard line. So hopefully you can get something. Hopefully you can get like a long sustained drive to end the half. So shotgun formation, going to be a play action pass. Sets in the pocket, throws, and that's going to be incomplete. Did it get tipped? Because that was a terrible throw. You're hoping that just got tipped because it was in between two of his wide receivers. He got hit as he threw, but like still, Wingo was open. Wingo was shrinking down the field. It would have been a touchdown if he able to actually connect on that one. So second down 10, 4:49 left to go second quarter. Manning in pistol formation with Niblet behind him. Going to send zero into motion over to the left. And going to be a fake pitch over to the left side, who's going to maybe get a yard. Great job there. Who was that? Number 5? He's had a pretty good game so far today. That's going to be third down 9, 4:37 left to go second quarter. Texas. You don't want to give too much time back to Florida because, yes, Florida started with the ball, so I can tell you get the ball and start the second half. But if you give the ball back to Florida and they've got a good 3-something left, like there's a chance they are able to score again and you're even deeper in the hole. So Manning in shotgun formation, running back to his left. Drops back to pass and is going to step in the pocket, is going to throw out of pressure, and it's going to be, unfortunately, overthrown once again. Great pressure by Florida. Great blitz by Florida to begin with. Got the pressure on Manning. The man was open, that's the thing. Like, if he was able to connect, that would have been touchdown. Number 3 absolutely just worked the cornerback, and it was a touchdown. So, great job there. I'm trying to think who that was. Was it 34? Yeah, 34, he got the pressure. Forced that bad ball, because that would have been a touchdown. That's twice now on that drive that Texas would be touchdowns, not for the pressure. And blocked, and it's going to be for a safety. So Florida gets the ball back 19-7, 3:50 left to go in second quarter. It has been all Florida so far today. Florida only has one timeout. Texas gets the ball back to start the second half. But if they're to put a nice little drive together, and if they can score a touchdown, bro, like Texas, like that's the thing. I was trying to get some credit. Like Texas, they had two straight plays where not two straight plays, the first down play and the third down play, that they had touchdowns if they were able to connect. But great pressure by Florida. But they have not been able to really move the ball. Like they had one great play after the turnover where wide receiver dragging up, and then he got then that wide receiver got absolutely like submarine and almost broke his leg. But they really haven't been able to move the ball. Like legitimately, like I can show you the stats right now for Florida versus Texas. Arch is 6 for 12, so 50% for 63 yards and a touchdown. Arch also has 3 carries for 18 yards. Their running game, running back Nibbit, is 2 for 4. Wisner 3 for 4. And then they got Parker Livingston, got that that long reception. But like besides that, like it's not been really anything. Lagway's 12 for 16 for 140 and a touchdown. Uh, Texas kicks it off. Gonna be returned. That's going to be the 25 to the 30, up to the 35, and down at about the 38, 39 yard line. Ball has had a pretty good game, 11 for 69. Duke Clark has 7 for 33. So like I said, that's 6.3. That's 4.7. So like Florida's been able to have long sustained drives. Texas has one chunk play, and that's it. Like it's been very clearly Florida. So pistol formation. Ball's going to be behind him. Going to send tight over to the left. Going to be a pitch, and that's going to be, unfortunately, a loss because I believe that's Simmons. Yep. So Simmons with a tackle there. Lost about 2 yards there. Second down and 12. It is 19-7, 3:30 left to go in the second quarter. And UCLA is putting it on Penn State. Goodness. It's 24-7. Like I said at the very beginning, UCLA had not been leading in the entire game for any of their games. And they're whooping the dog mess out of Penn State. Going to be another handoff, and Baugh is going to get nothing. Great job there. 2 straight plays by Simmons. However, there is a flag. Don't know what it is, but 3 or 4 left to go in the second quarter. Holding on the offense. Let's see, who is it holding? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, Simmons for sure is like, I know he's a sophomore, but he had a really good year last year. I think he's gonna have a good junior too. Like he's definitely gonna be a first round pick. Him, and then who's the other one too on Texas defense? That's like a sophomore. Shoot, I can't think of his name right now. But DJ Lagway gonna be a handoff, and that's gonna be to Baugh, who gets back to the line of scrimmage. And guess who it is? It's Simmons once again. 3 straight plays by Simmons. 2:35 to go in the second quarter. Still like third down and 12. No, it's not third down and 12. Sorry, third down and 23 because of that holding penalty. I forgot about the holding penalty. Lagway going to be in not in the pistol, shotgun formation with Clark to his right. Draws back to pass, and it's going to be screen action. He's got some blockers up to the 30, up to the 35. Jumps over defender, and then gaps and just blasted. But it's going to be fourth down and about 13, gain 10 yards over Florida. It's 2-minute warning. By the way, Vandy versus Alabama is still 7-7. About 5 minutes left to go in that first half. But Vandy is 3rd and 7 at Alabama's 35-yard line. I don't know if they have a good field goal kicker. I don't know. It'd be nice if they would get like a little bit of a lead over Alabama to carry that into the half. Yeah, because Vandy. Okay, so Vandy does get the ball coming out, so it'd be really nice that they're able to get. Vandy converted. So Vandy converted on 3rd and 7. So it's a first down 10 at Alabama's 26-yard line. About 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. If Vandy can score, and like I said, they just eat up some clock, score a touchdown, or just score a field goal, whatever it is, and you're able to get in, have a lead, go into halftime, get the ball started second half. We could have 2 upsets on our hand. right, here's a question. Here's a question. If Florida beats Texas, do you think that Florida will rush the field? I know a lot of Florida fans want to see not Ryan Day. Well, definitely not Ryan Day. Very sorry. They want to see Billy Napier gone. So, do you think they're still going to rush the field, even though they don't like Billy Napier? But it's it'll be. Let's see, when was the last time they beat? Did they beat a top team last year? I know they went on a little bit of a run, but I can't remember if it was a top 10 team. Let's see, last time. Actually, I'm just going to look up Florida's schedule last year. Florida Gators football. (2024). No, they beat Ole Miss. That was 11. So close to a top 10 team. But that was it. See, when's the last time? So let's go see. Last time Florida beat a top 10 team. It was. It's been since 2014. Since beating Georgia, that's the last time they'd be a top 10 team. So I think they probably do. I think I think they probably do. I think they probably do try to storm the field if they beat Texas. That would be wild. Cool shirt. Thank you so much, Josh. This was Walmart. Walmart had this shirt. Um, my mom saw it and she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get it for you." I appreciate it. It's just a random thing that my mom saw, and it's going to be we're actually be down to about the 12-yard line. The punt returner is frustrated because he's like, "Hey, should be kick, catch, interference." Sorry about that, but it's not because technically the gunner blocked they blocked the Texas player into the returner, so it's not technically kick, catch, interference. So Texas has all three timeouts. They're down by 12 in the first half. Florida has been dominating this game. Look, the yardage is literally 263 to 89. Time possession is almost 20 minutes for Florida. It's been that bad. And a handoff, a weird exchange, almost a fumble to Wisner. He gets maybe a yard. Second down, about 9. Walmart is killing it lately in the fashion game, especially the tees. I do like some of the tees. I got my mom one of the Dolly shirts because that was pretty nice. And then I don't know, they had another nice tee that I saw too. Trips to the right, shotgun formation, running back to his left. Arch throws it a little bit high, but still should have been caught, and that's going to be drop pass. Was there a flag? False start. Oh wow. False start for Texas, so backs him up even more. It'd be second down to 14. Tongue twister. Yeah, Florida, like I said, Florida's doing really good. If Florida is able to pull this one off, I thought their defense could hold them in the game, which so far they have, but they've been able to really run the ball on Texas, and Texas is the third best run defense in the league. So, kind of surprised by that. So 1:14 left to go in second quarter. Still all third timeouts for Texas. But it's second down 14 at the what the refs are discussing something. I have no idea what's going on. What's the delay? Let's get on to this thing. This thing is it's from the 8-yard line. Unfortunately, because I don't have like captions on, or is something about the play clock, or something about like the no they. I think they're adding more seconds on. No, they're taking away some seconds, so it's 109. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what was going on over there, but okay. So 214, Texas in shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff, and it's going to be Wisner, who's going to get up to about the 13-yard line, gets pushed forward a little bit more to the 14, and it's going to be third down at about 8 after about 6-yard gain. 50 seconds left, and it looks like Florida's just going to let this clock wind down because Texas is definitely going to go to it's definitely going to go to halftime. Let's see if anything has developed in the Alabama Vanderbilt game. Vandy is at Alabama's 15-yard line, first down 10, approaching the 2-minute mark. Goodness gracious, UCLA is whooping Penn State, 27-7. The number 7 team, which they shouldn't have been, but the number 7 team in the league is getting whooped by UCLA. Now, and like I said before, in case you weren't here, UCLA had not led a single, I don't think they had led a single time in any of their games. Not led a single time. They're 0-4, going against 3-1 Penn State. How has this game been? It's been Florida dominance. What it's been. So 41 seconds left. Third down 9, and Arch is going to get sacked. Great job there. Sacked all the way back to about the 4-yard line, and that's how the first half ends. It will be 19-7 going into halftime. Florida has been absolutely dominating this game. Great job by the Florida defense. Great swing move. I mean, number 33, just textbook. Textbook. Please, God, please let the funniest thing happen and let UCLA beat Penn State. That would be so funny. Exactly, like I said. It would be so hilarious for Penn State to get beat and for Texas to get beat. I don't mean to be rude, but it's two of the most arrogant teams. And there we go, going to halftime. Like, Penn State should not have been just dropped down to 7, but they were. And then they get absolutely embarrassed by a team that, like I said, it's baffling. UCLA has not led like a single second before this game. 4 games, not led a single second. And they're dominating Penn State. Just saying. Makes no sense. Please, Florida win. Texas losing is always a blast. Exactly, and I talked about before. Is there a chance that Florida storms the field? Like, do you think that Florida? Because I think they might. I mean, the last I looked it up. Last time that Florida won a top 10 against a top 10 team was 2014 against Georgia. That was 2014 would have been who would have been the quarterback? Would that have been Jake Fromm? Because Jake Fromm was definitely 2017. I'm trying to think who would have been 2014. Let's check and see. Who would have been 2014 Georgia starting quarterback? Because Aaron Murray left in 2013. So the Vanderbilt Alabama game is not halftime. It's a 2-minute warning. Vanderbilt was like basically on knocking on Alabama's front door. Let's see, Georgia, or is it JT Daniels? No, it's not JT Daniels. Let's see, who is leading 2014? QB. Hudson Mason? I don't remember him at all. Hudson Mason. I do not remember that dude at all. My bad. I was thinking. I was like, I would probably remember this. I have no idea who that is. Uh, let's see. I know this other creator that is a Florida and Texas fan. This game is a doozy for him. Absolutely. Because I mean, Florida, like a lot of Florida fans are kind of like throwing in the towel on the season. And if you beat Texas, you're 2-3. You're, let's see. I'm trying to remember. They're like what 1-2 in division. Let's see. Because they lost to LSU, and then they lost to of course they lose. Let's say they lost to South Florida. Lost. Oh no. They would be 1-1. They would be 1-1. They'd have a loss to LSU. They probably could have won if DJ Lag would throw 5 interceptions. Um, and be 1-1 SEC. So you're looking at, you know, oh, I don't want to give Florida fans hope. I don't want to do that to them, but because you got to go to Texas A&M next week, then you got Mississippi State, who's been a tough task this year. Georgia, Kentucky, Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Florida State. So, but if you beat Texas and you're 2-3, I think there's a shot that Florida could possibly make it a 6-6, maybe 7-5. Because before then it looked pretty bleak, but I still think Billy Napier's going to get fired at the end of the season. But if I'm Florida, if I'm a Florida Gator fan, and we beat Texas, I'm rushing the field. One, because it's been over 10 years since you be a top 10 team. Two, the way that you've been winning this game so far, it's literally like you are completely dominating this game. Oh, that's a great onside kick. That's a great onside kick by UCLA. I just saw that the show in the halftime recap. They fake the kickoff, and as he's about to kick it off, he rotates his hips and then just basically kicks it to the right. When he's about to kick it to the left, he rotates his hip, kicks it to the left. And there's only one person there, and it's UCLA. And he's pretty much easy able to get it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful to watch. But I'm very proud of Florida right now. Like I said, the way the defense is showing up, I predicted that. I predicted the defense would do well. I said it was going to be 2017. Texas would win because I felt like it was going to be like a hard-fought defensive game because Texas's defense is number 3 in run defense, and I figured that, hey, I think their run defense still keep the same. But so far, Florida's been able to run the ball, and pretty effectively. Like, it's like 6 yards a pop for Ball, but like 4.7 for Clark. So Florida been doing really good. Florida been doing really, really good. Let's see if Vandy ended up scoring. Yes, they did. Let's freaking go. Vandy scored 14-7, 1:33 left to go in the second quarter. Vandy. Dude, it was a shovel pass, nice. I do want Vandy to win. Mainly because, if I remember correctly, so I am going to the Vanderbilt versus Auburn game. If Vanderbilt beats Alabama, they have 2 tough tests. They have LSU, and then they got Missouri. But LSU and Missouri are both coming to Vandy. And then Vandy's got to go to Texas on November 1st. And then November 8th is Auburn versus Vanderbilt. So if there's a chance that I don't think they're going to be undefeated by that time. But if they are, that would be amazing. Amazing to go to, even if we lose, going to see an undefeated Vandy would be something to behold. 19 is a weird score. How'd they score them? So basically, first drive, Florida. I mean, just driving down the field, like run the ball, get 6 yards a pop, 10 yards a pop. DJ Lagway kind of like just checking down, and then score a touchdown. It's like a 7 minute drive. 80 is like almost like 80-yard drive. And then you have a 3-and-out by Texas. No, not a 3-and-out. They got like I think they got a first down, and then they had a punt. And then Florida again taking a deep drive. Unfortunately, they got to settle for a field goal, but they get down to the red zone, have to settle for a field goal. So it's 10-0. Then Texas does nothing on offense. Had to punt the ball away. Florida's starting to drive. They throw to the tight end, wide open, and then he fumbles the ball. So then Texas recovers down to the 45-yard line of Florida. So it's still 10-0 game, but Texas is actually going to be, in good field position. And a really great pass to number 19, who's doing a drag and up, gets down to about the 8-yard line, and then Texas is able to score from there. So it's 10-7, and then Florida responds back, driving down the field, long sustained drive, about 5-minute drive, scores touchdown, it's like a 77-yard drive, make it 17-7, and then Texas, needing desperately to get something going, can't get anything going. They got to punt the ball away, and then Florida blocks a punt. The block goes back at the end, goes back into the end zone for a safety. So that's how they got the safety. That's how it's 19-7. But yeah, it's been very clearly Florida. Very clearly Florida. And Oklahoma's taking care of Kansas State, which I thought they would. But I'm very happy for Vandy. Hoping they win. But yeah, let me just talk about the stats. I kind of like recapped it a little bit, go a little bit dive deeper into how dominating it's been. Because like I've said it a little bit before, but Arch Manning is 6 for 12, so 50%, 63 yards and touchdown. So like I said, Texas has not really been able to move the ball. They got gifted a really great field position. That's it. Running the ball. Arch Manning did get sacked, but still 4 for 10 yards. Wisner, 5 for 10. Nibbit, the number 21, 2 for 4. So running is literally like non-existent for them either. It's like literally 24 yards. Receiving, Parker Livingston, number 13. He's the freshman. He's the one that had the great reception. Got down to about the 8-yard line. He's 2 for 47. The rest is 2 for 9, 1 for 6 by Wisner, and then 1 for 1 for the tight end, and that's it. That is it for Texas. They have been like legitimately shut down. DJ Lagway, 13 for 17, 150 and a touchdown. Baugh, 13 for 66 for 5.1 yards carry and a touchdown. Duke Clark, 7 for 33. And then Brown, he had like a nice little sweep there. He got 14 yards in that carry. They've been doing pretty good just as far as like distributing the ball. You got Dallas Wilson has 4 for 50. You got Sturdivant that has 2 for 42. Also, Dallas Wilson had a touchdown. It was a nice one too. Basically, safety was way over to the left. They were cheating over on that side. And then the cornerback was playing off a little bit. So Dallas, faking like he's about to run a fade, and then cuts back inside, has green grass in front of him. It's like I thought the 11-yard line. So not the greatest throw by DJ Lagway, but just got there as a touchdown. Really great job by Dallas Wilson there. But then you have Hayden Hansen, 89. He was the one who had the 20-yard reception. Then unfortunately he fumbled. And then Aiden Menzel, he's been mainly getting like some screen passes, but it's been 3 for 16. So like they've been pretty good as far as like kind of like distributing the ball. Vernon Brown has 2 for 12. So they're doing a really good job as far as like distributing the ball pretty well. Early in the game is mainly just like run the ball and just quick, easy touches to your wide receivers. Not asking too much of DJ Lagway, but he's been, like I said, he's been being Doing pretty good. Not gonna lie. Like I said, initially I was like, oh, okay, it was like he was like 5 for 8 for like 50 something yards, and I was like, it's okay. But he's been doing pretty decent. Rivalry games are always unpredictable. Which ones? Like, cause wait, which rivalry game are you talking about? Because Florida Texas not rivalry. Vandy Alabama could be a rivalry. That could be interesting. I know they're going to make Auburn and Vandy into a rivalry, which is still uh, technically we are tied up. Uh, Baylor won. Let's freaking go. Baylor won the game. No, wait, no. I said that too early. No, I said that just right. It was they did win the game. Good. That makes us look a little bit better. They beat Kansas State, which meant Kansas didn't have the best season, but still they're 4-2. So I'm good. I'm good that Baylor's 4-2. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, I was trying to figure out which Emmanuel, which ones are you talking about rivalry games? Because like they are definitely unpredictable. I mean, there's been a couple of Auburn rivalry games against Alabama Iron Bowls that we probably should have won, but we did, or we made it closer than it should have been. Um, I'm actually I'm trying to think for Florida's sake. So I want to be optimistic about their season because I do feel like they're probably going to get rid of Billy Napier. I think that's pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point. But after starting the season 1-3, if you're able to beat Texas, Florida fans storm the field. Like I said, just do it. Just do it. Get that out of your system. Oh, Alabama scored. Shoot. Look at there. Alabama scored a touchdown. So it's 14-14. Um, if you're able to if you're able to get like to 7-5, I think that's pretty decent. I mean, the fact that like if you start a season at 1-3 and you're able to get to 7-5, only lose two more games the rest of the season, and as hard a schedule as you have, but I think it's reasonable that Florida could get to 6-6, maybe. I think I should say conference games are always unpredictable. This week in Vandy, cough cough, Georgia versus Bama, cough cough. Yeah, I mean like Bama was playing better, but it also was against like bad teams, so like we really didn't think that much of it. But Ty Simpson has been playing really well, and he played really. He's been playing pretty decent so far. He did have the interception on 4th and 1, but he's been playing pretty decent so far. Had a really good game against Georgia. Honestly, Georgia had plenty of opportunities to win that game. You had the drop touchdown pass, um, taking the field goal, that kind of stuff. So Georgia could have won. Georgia could have won. That's unfortunately he didn't. The stigmatism is that still that Bama's still your daddy, unfortunately. But until you beat them, until you beat them. So that's I mean I would say that Bama Georgia is technically now like a rivalry and has been a rivalry for the last, let's see, I would say since the first national title game between each other, I would say it's been a rivalry because 2012 Georgia Georgia could have easily been beaten Notre Dame that year. So them losing to Bama the way they did in the SC championship game, then you had you know 2017 that national title game where you're leading, and unfortunately Bama comes back and wins. And then you have the consistent SEC championship games where you keep on losing to Bama. Uh, and then you end up winning the national title. So it's perfect for you. But is that Bernard? Yes, it is. Bernard is so good, dude. Jeremy Bernard is so good. But uh, I would say that it's been it's one of the newer rivalries in the SEC is Bama versus Georgia. Because initially LSU versus Alabama wasn't really a rivalry until Saban. Until Saban, I wouldn't say that LSU versus Bama was really a rivalry. It was more because before Saban went to Alabama, it was Alabama and Auburn, fear the thumb. We're constantly winning against them. Tennessee's having pretty sustained success. They had a national title more recently than Alabama at that point. They had been having good seasons. Um, and then like technically they have like a rivalry with Mississippi State, but not really. And so like I don't think that the LSU Alabama game really became what it is, which is called the Saban Bowl, until Nick Saban goes to Alabama, and then especially that 2000 and I would say definitely 2011 was like the start of it, but really starts in 2009, 2010, 2011, stretching all the way to 2020, and then into the 2020s, where it's been a constant back and forth game. Sometimes Alabama absolutely dominates, but for the most part, it's been a back and forth game of who would win the West. Um, and so that's where that new rivalry has really been formed. But I don't know. I'm just glad Auburn's on bye, so I get to look back and just enjoy football for a little. Just be able to actually enjoy football for a little bit. Because it's not so much that I didn't think that we would lose to Oklahoma and Texas A&M. So I did. At the very beginning of the season, I said we would lose to Texas A&M and Oklahoma. But it's the way that we're losing that's been hurtful, because it's not like in the top 10 losses as an Auburn fan, kind of hurtful. But it's been we could have won these games if we had some semblance of offense for an offensive-minded head coach. That yes, some of it has been execution, but some of it has absolutely been play calling. And you're hoping that maybe you can make a little bit of a move in the bye week. Actually run the ball, because that was so frustrating last week. And more than anything, this year, I just want to beat Georgia. I don't care what happens the rest of the year. I just want to beat Georgia, because it has been since 2017, and it's starting to feel like we're not even a rivalry anymore, because Georgia has been dominant, and I talked about this last week too. Georgia has been dominant in our rivalry so far that in my lifetime, from being an actual Auburn fan, from about 2000 and I think it's 2005 to now, basically the last 20 times we played, because like I said, we played each other twice in 2017. We have only beaten Georgia 3 times. 3 times in 20 tries, which is still baffling to me that it's been that bad, but it has been. It's been that bad. And 2 of the times we beat Georgia was years that we went to the national title game. 2010, 2013. The other time was when we actually, had a pretty decent season, and then we had to beat them again in the SEC Championship game. It was 2017. Outside of those 3 years, we've not beaten Georgia. That's all I want. That's all I want. Is it going to happen? Maybe not. But I can't keep, trying to say it's the Deep South's oldest rivalry, like it's still a big game, when a lot of Florida fans don't even care anymore. They don't. You have Florida, Tennessee, and Bama now more than us. So it's frustrating, a little bit frustrating. But hopefully we can win. It's hopefully all. So hopefully it's Jordan Hare voodoo. I don't care how it happens. Gotta get that off my chest, because next week I'm gonna be streaming that game, and I'm a little concerned. Game's about to start back, showing how dominant Florida's been on defense so far. It's 87 total yards to 263. Time possession almost 20 minutes for Florida. 10:09 for Texas. Just saying. Also, 17 first downs to 4 first downs is crazy. Crazy work. All right, so let's see here. Florida on to kick this ball away. Texas, you got to do something. And kick us underway, and it's going to be at the back of the end zone for a touchback. So, first down 10 for Texas from the 25-yard line. There is a flag, however. I'm assuming a legal formation. Maybe somebody crossed the line too early. Offsides, no. So just add on 5 more yards. That's okay. So the first down 10 from the 30-yard line. So they're showing Arch's stats. It's been pretty pedestrian. Hopefully you can change that. I mean, kind of hopefully not. I hope it Texas lose. But for his sake, hopefully he has a better game. So first down 10 from the 30-yard line. Going to have 2 tight ends to the left. Shotgun formation. Going to send Wingo into motion. Going to be a handoff to Wisner, who is going to be absolutely wrapped up like maybe a yard. But more than likely, it's going to be second down 10. So far, Florida's run defense has absolutely been like just dominating the line of scrimmage. They've had some really great blitzes. I'll give them that. They've had some really great blitzes, but they've just been dominating. Yeah, so second down and basically 10. Shotgun formation. Draws back to pass and is going to get sacked back at the 24-yard line. And Manning was trying to run, but no, he was sacked. So it'll be third down and long. Third down and probably about 13 yards. Yeah, about third and 13 for Texas. So, no, actually, third and 16. Third and 16. 13:50 left to go in third quarter. From the 24-yard line, shotgun formation, draws back a pass, and is going to get some pressure, steps in the pocket, and is going to only gain about 2 yards. There is a flag. Don't know what it is yet. But Sapp and number 5, who's, like I said, had a pretty good game so far, on the tackle. Waiting for the flag, though. Make sure it's not like hands to the face or something like that. If it's holding, then obviously it's declined. All right, yep. So penalty declined. It was on Texas. Holding. And it'll be fourth and long in Texas. 3 and out to start the second half. Not looking good. Yeah, Chuba Hubbard out. Yeah. Who do you think I should start? Woody Marks or Rico Dowdle? Woody was fantastic last year, but the Ravens' run defense, good or bad. Dowdle can get all the carries. Yeah, so Dowdle is, I think, going to do well because I think Miami's run defense is pretty bad. Ravens, like I said, Woody Marks did really good last week. I would probably go with Woody Marks just because, like, I can't really predict how without Chuba. I think Rico Dowdle's also – no. Rico Dowdle also gets a lot of catches. So even when he was being moved in with like Chuba, he would still get like some catches out of the backfield. I think both of them are going to be good. So I think it'll be good either way. I would probably go. I would probably go Rico Dowdle though. But I'm also just a Carolina Panther fan, so I'm hopeful that we have a good offensive season. Good offensive game against the Dolphins. So I'm hoping. But DJ Lagway going to be pistol. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be to Clark. He's going to break through, get down by the 33? 33-yard line. Gain about 5 yards there. Second down 5. Against a bad Dolphins defense. Exactly. Like I said, I think the Ravens have a bad defense, but I still believe that the Dolphins' run defense is worse. And Rico Dowdle is going to get some catches out of the backfield too. So I would expect that he has a pretty decent day. Maybe 2-touchdown day. Maybe. So second down 5 from about the 33-yard line. Pitch out to Clark to the right side, and he's going to basically get nothing. Great job there by Hill. And it has to be 3rd down and 5 for Florida. 12:27 left to go in the third quarter. Still 19-7. And Clark is getting subbed out, and now in is Baugh. Picked y'all to win, but IDK if the coach staff trusts him. Like I said, the coaching staff trusts Rico Dowdle because of the fact that they were, mixing him in with Chuba over the last 2 weeks, especially with Chuba kind of nursing that injury. So that's why initially I thought that Chuba would be fine because they've been kind of like load managing him the last couple of weeks, but obviously not. So they're going to sit him out this game and just kind of like, Rico should have a pretty good game. It's going to be a check down. It's going to be to Baugh, who's going to be corralled. Oh, wow. Great job there by Baugh. I thought he was going to lose about 3 yards. Gains 2. It's still going to be like 4th down and 3. They're going to punt the ball away, but still great play by Baugh. So 11:35 left in the third quarter. Still 19-7, but Florida will punt the ball away. I'm hoping that Woody Marks is this year's waiver wire pick of the year. I think so. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get him. And I need a running back because I did not expect Chuba to get hurt or not play. And so now I've had to start R.J. Harvey, which is not a good deal. Because there's not really another running back that I could pick up because I'm near the top of my league. So a great punt, and it's going to be, well, not really a great punt. About like the 34, 33-yard line. So 11:02 left in the third quarter. Still 19-7. Both offenses not really have a drive in the second half. But maybe Texas can put something together. Doubtful, but maybe. Yeah, I picked the Panthers to win this year. Not this year, but this week. Just because, I'm hopeful that even though JC's not super duper speed, but they're going to prioritize putting him on Jalen Waddle. I like Malik Washington. Like I said, I liked him coming out, but I'm hoping that he doesn't become basically Mike Jackson is just not able to keep up with them or something like that. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that our secondary is going to do well against real speed. Like Dolphins have real speed. Do I worry about them being able to run the ball on us? No. I feel good enough about a run defense that not having DJ Johnson out there because we cut him. I absolutely hated DJ Johnson. I'm sorry, but I did because he could never set the edge. Always was out of position, and so that's why we cut him because he was a failed experiment. We didn't even try. But if we're actually able to hold the edges, I feel decent enough that we'll be able to limit Devon Achane, and I think we'll be able to run the ball on him. I'm hoping so. But I don't want to have my hopes let down. Because I'll be streaming that one too. All right. Let's see. I don't think the Vandy Alabama's game is back. I think it's still at halftime. Double check, make sure. Yeah, still at halftime. That's okay. Jam Miller so far has had 10 carries for 73 yards. That's pretty stinking good. Let's look at the stats for Vandy versus Alabama. Pavia is 11 for 16 for 88 yards and touchdown. Tyler Simpson's 13 for 18 for 188, 2 touchdowns and interception. Running wise, Diego Pavia's 6 for 53. Cedric Alexander had that 65-yard touchdown. He's 3 for 474. And then, like I said, it's been pretty much just Jam Miller who's getting a lot of the carries for Alabama. But still, 14-14, anybody's game. In this game, it's been all Florida. So far, they're showing OG Gatorade. We get it. It's everyone knows that Gatorade came from Florida Gators. Going to be a play action pass, and Manning is going to try to take a deep shot, throws a duck, but it's caught. Surprised they didn't call for a push off, but great job there by number 3. Manning just kind of just threw like a prayer up there. He got hit as he threw by his offensive lineman, and that's a great game by Mosley. So we first down 10 for Texas. First good play they've had since that, after the turnover. So up to about the 43-yard line. Going to have 2 tight ends set over to the left. Manning under center. Going to send number 1 into motion over to the left. Wingo. And going to be a screen pass to him. Actually, no, we're going to throw a trick play. And it's going to be, too far for number 88, tight end. Would have been a touchdown. So second down 10 for Texas. 10:21 left to go in the third. He had him. Would have been a touchdown. Gosh, I hope Kendra Miller does something. I've got 2 running backs and Miller. I'm mega proud for their bye weeks. I'm thankful that Javonte Williams is finally viable in fantasy. Yeah, he's been pretty decent. Arch going to keep this and is going to basically back to the line of scrimmage. Did a lot more shake and bake stuff going north and south there, Arch. Just get what you can get. So third down 10. 10-10 left to go in the third quarter. Still 19-7. Oh my gosh. Third down conversion rate. I mean, I'm speaking as an Auburn fan. We're terrible at third down conversion. They're 36%. 103 out of 136 possible teams. Third down 10 from the 43? Yeah, 43-yard line. Going to have Wisner to his right in shotgun formation. Now motions over to the left. Going to be a run, and they pretty much just swallow that whole. It's maybe 3-yard gain. And so it's going to be a field goal attempt by, I would assume, by Texas. To try to make it not. Nope, no, they're going to keep the offense on the field. Or not. They're technically in field goal range, but looks like they're going to punt. My favorite team is Colorado, and every team they lost is undefeated. That's true. Like I said, they've had a pretty. Like I said, I think that even though it gets a little bit more hype than they probably should, like at least like Colorado's been decent. Like they used to be absolutely terrible. So again, Texas just cannot cover a punt. Like that's been twice already that they had a pretty decent punt by the punter that they could have gotten all the way down like in the 1, and it just bounces into the end zone. Goodness gracious. But yeah, I think Colorado gets a little bit more hate than they probably should. Some of it has to do with like all the covers that they get, but they've been decent. Because Houston's going against Houston's going against Texas Tech in about an hour, I think. And they've got Connor Wigman, who's been pretty good, former Texas A&M quarterback. Let's see who else they play. Because I was going to stream that one, the Houston Colorado game that I decided not to. Who else did they see? I'm trying to think of the people that they played. Colorado football. No, that's not. No, I don't want to. Yes, Colorado. Thank you for showing me. Hey, you want to see about Colorado? No, I just want to look at the Colorado football. Yeah, they're playing TCU. Then they got Iowa State next week. Goodness gracious! I mean, Iowa State just got off of a bye. Well, not a bye, off of a loss. So yeah, BYU, Houston. Yeah, BYU beat West Virginia last night. Yeah, they got TCU, who's 3-1, who had that huge beatdown by UNC, which is, I mean, it's not looking that impressive. But yeah, Colorado they're 2-2. They got Iowa State next week, which will be a tough task. Then you got at Utah, Arizona, West Virginia, Arizona State, and Kansas State. I think there should be easy 4 wins in there. I don't want to say easy, but I think it could be bowl eligible because last year Colorado was bowl eligible. If you're able to be bowl eligible back-to-back years, then that's a step in the right direction under Coach Prime. You're hoping you get more and more good transfers coming in. Hopefully, better recruiting classes as well. Like I said, I'm not a hater, of Coach Prime. I'm not. I know that a lot of people are, but I do think that there is something to say with a lot of people are upset by the hype that you get when it's not so far a lot of like the not a lot of the dividends been paid. Like for instance, not having like all the kind of wins. And a lot of people hate Shadur and that kind of stuff. And my thing is not hating Shadur. It's more just like um, him not being the prospect that other people are trying to make him out to be, but he's also not the worst quarterback that's ever lived, like some people are trying to make him out to be too. So there's a lot of loudness on either side, unfortunately, for Colorado football the last couple of years. All right, so 19-7, 8:50 left to go in the third quarter. Let's see what Florida can do. Going to be in shotgun formation with Baugh to his right. Lagway sends a tight end in motion over to the right. That's a false start by the left tackle. So it'll be first down 15 from the 15-yard line. All right, so first down 15. Going to be in pistol formation with Baugh behind him. Tight end to now shotgun formation. Baugh to his right. Going to be same as they played before. Draws back to pass and got plenty of time. I mean, you got plenty of time. Goodness gracious. Takes a deep shot, and it's going to be caught. Oh, my gosh. 30, 25, about the 27-yard line. And that is going to be, who is that? Is that Wilson? I can't remember Wilson or if it's, I'm keep on forgetting 8 and 6. But great play. Absolutely great play. No, it's Brown. Brown who gets the catch. And down about the 33-yard line is Florida. Amazing play. So, from the 25-yard line, shotgun formation, Baugh's to his left, draws back to pass, and is going to check it down to Baugh, who's got some blockers up to the 25, and down about the 21-yard line. Nice gain there, about 4 yards. Second down, 6. 8 minutes left to go in the third. If Florida's able to score a touchdown here, I don't want to say that Texas is out, but considering they have not been able to move the ball at all, it ain't going to look good. Texas got a bow up here. So pistol formation, 2 tight ends to the left. Going to send Brown into motion over to the right. And is it a false start? Yes, false start is called by on Florida, so it'll be second down and 11. So 7:31 left to go in the third quarter. Second down and 11. Florida is deep into Texas territory at the 26-yard line. Lagway going to be an empty set. Bunch to the right. Now going to bring Baugh into motion. Going to be a screen pass, and that's going to be to Wilson, who is going to get about not Wilson. Sorry, Menzel. I keep on messing that up. Sorry. Gain about 2 yards there. He's third down about 9. 7 minutes left to go on third. Texas, you got to get a stop here. You got to hold them to a field goal. Hold them to a field goal. This will be a 15-point game. Lagway in shotgun formation with Baugh to his right. Now motions Baugh to his left. Going to be Hannah to Ball, who is going to get like maybe a yard. Oh, he pushes forward for about another 2. So it'd be fourth down to about 6 from the 21-yard line. And a field goal is going to be attempted by Florida. 6:15 left to go in the third. That'll make it 22-7. They get a 15-point game. Well, okay, yeah, they're attempting a field goal. Trey Smack. That's an interesting last name. I think he's like Smack the third too. So there's two other Trey Smacks in that family. This is a 38-yard field goal. I think the first one he made was 34. Snap, hold, kick is up, and kick is good. It is still 14-14, but Alabama is driving. 11:15 to go in the third quarter, and they're at the Vandy 22-yard line, first down and 10. And then Bama did force a stop by Vanderbilt. So because Vanderbilt started with the ball in the second half, so they've been able to drive. Now it's second down 5 from the Vandy 17-yard line. Yeah, Adobe. I saw at the very bottom where it was like 9-1 with like in like the 5th inning, and I was like, ooh, that's not looking good. But Dobie, at least your Florida Gators are looking pretty dinky good. Hopefully they can pull it out. I was saying this before. Do you think? Yeah, no. It's been surprising to say the least. Like I said, your defense. I was not surprised by your defense being as good as it is. So I thought like Texas would have kind of pulled away a little bit late, but I thought it would be like I said it was 27. I said 2017. Uh, Texas would win, but I was like it's gonna be a defensive battle. And so far, your defense has basically been holding its own, but your offense against Texas, who is the third best running defense, so obviously it's against basically Ohio State and then some scrubs, but the third best run defense, and you had I think you had over like 100 rushing yards in like the first going into the second quarter, and they only give up like 60 rushing yards a game. So like I said, you have been pretty much dominating this game so far. Really and truly, Texas only really had that touchdown because they had great field position because of that fumble and that fumble return by Anthony Hill. So it's been all you. It has been all you. And hopefully that continues. Now, I said this before, Emmanuel, not Emmanuel, Dobie, so I want to ask you, do you think that Florida should rush the field if they beat Texas? One, it's been since 2014 when you beat Georgia, since you've been a top 10 team. Two, it would be like one of the highlights on a bad season that's been so far, and you expect the season to continue to be bad. And thirdly, it's rushing the field. It's fun. It's lovely. I haven't done it, but I've seen it happen many times, and I wish I was a part of it. Almost was part of an epic rushing the field, but unfortunately, Gravedigger did not allow that to happen. So I think Florida should. I think Florida should rush the field if they're able to win, especially if it's this convincing. If it's this convincing, I would say yes. But it is an absolute anomaly for how this season has gone that you are 1-3 and you are dominating Texas. Penn State started to climb back a little bit. It was 27-7. Now it's 27-21. I don't even care if Penn State pulls it out. If they pull it out, so what? They should still go down, like significantly. Look like the winds picked up a little bit for Florida. Ooh, excuse me. Kick is away, and it's going to be out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So first down 10 from the 25-yard line for Texas Longhorns, who are down 22-7. Goodness gracious. Last 4 drives, 1 yard, punt. -7, end of half. -4, punt. 25 yards, punt. It is not looking good. So, Texas, just try to get something together. It's anything at all. 5:37 to go in the third. Still plenty of time left in this game, but you're down by 15. So, shotgun formation, going to send Wingo into motion over to the left. Draws back to pass, and is going to throw and gets incomplete. Surprise on a flag. A little bit of tug going on, but great pressure by Florida there. Kind of forced a little bit of a bad pass. So far, that's been the case, too. Is like, even though Florida might not get a sack, like, they're getting the pressure. Like, 33 got the pressure on that one right there. Alabama scored a field goal. Okay, so good on Vandy by kind of bowing up. So it scored a field goal to make it 17-14. Arch going to be in, let's see, under center with Clark in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass, and is going to step up in the pocket. Going to scramble up to the 25, up to 30, up to 35, 40, and slide to the 41-yard line. First down 10 for Texas. Auburn off this week? Yes, they are. They are off. Next week is the Georgia game, and I'll be streaming that one. But yeah, Auburn's off. I get to relax and watch some hopefully good football instead of what I've watched the last 2 weeks. So, two tight ends to the left. Shotgun formation with Clark to his left. Manning going to be a handoff. Oh, actually going to be handoff, and gets nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Second down 10. I want the Cubs to not blow it like they just did. Yeah. I mean, it is against the Brewers, who have like one of their best seasons they've ever had. So it's game 1. So hopefully you can come back in game 2 and pull out a victory, even the odds. But that was not a good showing in game 1. So shotgun formation, second down 10. Going to send number 21 to motion. Over to the left, running back to his right. Going to be a play action pass. Actually, going to be a screen pass, low throw, and I'm surprised he caught it. And running back's going to get about 9, third down and 1. But let's double check and make sure that he actually caught the ball, because that was a very, very bad throw by Arch. Very low throw. So let's see that replay. They're not showing it, so I guess it's a catch. Oh, there we go. Okay. See here. Oh, no, that is not a catch. That is not a catch. That's touch the ground, baby. That's third down 10. Throw the flag. Throw the challenge flag. There we go. So going to review. Okay. Going to review. That hit the ground. I was saying, it was a bad throw. It hits his fingertips, so he catches it with his fingertips, but it hits the ground right there. It just scrapes off the turf. So even though he has it right here in his hands, it still hits the ground. Do you say that's an incomplete pass? I think it's an incomplete pass. Like I said, right here, it touches the ground. I think it's incomplete. I think it should be incomplete. Pretty easy. It hurts because it's Milwaukee. Yeah, that's true. It's Milwaukee. But yeah, that's gotta be incomplete. Because he catches it right here, but then like the ball is moving. It touches the ground, like kind of scrapes the ground. You can see that little tuft of grass right there. Like that should be incomplete. Call upheld? Come on. That should not be a complete pass. Third and 1. 3:43 left to go in the third. From the 49-yard line. Would be hilarious for all that to happen and still not get us first down here. Arch under center. Going to be a handoff, a pitch, and that's going to be. Did someone call a timeout? No, a flag. Is it a false start or a delayed game? Because I don't think it's neutral zone infraction. False start. Oh my gosh. False start on Texas. So instead of being 3rd and 1 from the 49-yard line, it is 3rd down 6. Yep, the right tackle, he sure enough moves. Sure enough does. You love to see it. So 3rd down 6, 3:35 remaining in the third quarter, still 22-7. From the 44-yard line, arch and shotgun formation with Wisner to his left, bunch to the right. Draws back to pass and is going to throw deep, and it's going to be caught at the 40-yard line. First, arch and shotgun formation with Wisner to his right. From the other mark market at 38-yard line. Draws back to pass and gets some pressure, steps in the pocket, avoids the sack, throws a deep ball, and it's going to be caught. And that's going to be a touchdown to none other than Wingo. Make that a 13-22 game. I would say they probably go for 2 here. Or they might just go for it's against McLean too. No, they're going to go for extra point. So going for the extra point to make it a 14-22 game, an 8-point game, a 1-possession game. Florida, you can't let Texas get back in this. All right, Texas on for the extra point. It'll be hilarious if he misses it. And snap, hold, kick is up, and kick is good, but it almost got blocked. So it is 22-14, 2:43 left to go in the third quarter, and a commercial break is about to ensue. So let's see about this Alabama and Vandy game. Last time I checked, Vandy was down. Alabama has the ball, still up 17-14 with 7:13 left to go in the third. So Arch finally able to connect on those long, deep passes because, like I said earlier, there was 2 of them on. I think it was on one of those 3 and outs they had. There was 2 of them that the wide receiver was running basically wide open, but unfortunately because of Florida pressure, he missed the pass. This time, Florida gets pressure. He's able to step up in the pocket, readjust, throw, and I mean, like I said, Trey Wingo absolutely just cooked McLean. I'm surprised we're not going to commercial break. I'm glad, but surprised. All right, kick us underway, and it's going to be for a touchback. So 1st down 10 for Florida from the 20-25 yard line. Texas has 101 yards in this third quarter. That's more than they had in the first half alone. All right, so lag way going to be shotgun formation from the 25-yard line. Going to bring number 3 into motion over to the left. Now motion back over to the right. Going to be a play action pass, and he's going to step in the pocket. He's going to throw, unfortunately incomplete. Try to avoid the sack by Simmons, who's getting the pressure on him. 2nd down and 10. Simmons doing a little bit of jawing, though. They need to put him away. Make sure he's not going to get a flag. Yeah, the ref is talking to him right now. He's like, hey, like, don't get a penalty. Don't do nothing stupid now. You've had a really good game. So, 2nd down and 10. 2:38 remaining in the third quarter. DJ Lagway in shotgun formation with ball to his right. Going to be hand off to Ball, who's got blockers in front. He's going to get about 5 yards there and then gain another 2. 7-yard gain, 3rd down and 3. 2:30 remaining in the third quarter. Florida. Don't do nothing stupid. Gets first down here. Continue to drain this clock. If you're able to get a nice, long, sustained drive, even if it just ends in a field goal, it'll still be fine. You'll still be up by 2 possessions. Just continue to drive down the field. DJ Lagway, shotgun formation with ball to his right. And going to be handoff to Ball, who is going to redirect. He's going to get the first down, gain of 4 yards there. Really great job there. He saw a safety coming down, redirected to the right, and got the first down. Great field position. Not field position, but field vision by Ball. So actually getting 5 yards there. 1st down 10 for Florida. 1:40 remaining in the third quarter. Yeah, they're showing it again. Like, Texas was the number 3 rushing defense with like 60 yards rushing per game. They let up 130 right now. Ball bounces out to the right side up to the 40. Up to, runs over defender, and gets up to the 45-yard line before he's corralled. That is a gain of 9 yards there. 2nd down and 1. Like I said, Boss had a really great game. 1:10 left to go in the third. Florida just continued to crank out those yards. 17 rushes for 90 yards and touchdown by Ball. From the 45, Lagway got, I think it's 2 running backs to the side. Going to send Ball in motion over to the left. Draws back a pass, and he's going to throw to the right, and he's wide open because the quarterback fell. Up to 25, to 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown, Wilson. And that is a Florida Gator touchdown from the 45-yard line. Unfortunately, the quarterback fell down, but he just ran through the safety, ran through the other quarterback, trying to help. I mean, Dallas Wilson, great job there. The 55-yard receiving touchdown to put him up 28-14. Extra point makes it a 15-point game once again. Wait, Mark Sanchez was arrested? I thought he was the one who was stabbed. Why is he arrested? There is more and more that's coming up about the Mark Sanchez stuff. I thought it said that he was stabbed, but now it's saying that he is getting arrested for 3 counts. I got to look that up later on because I don't know what the heck just happened there. But Dallas Wilson, kick is up, kick is good. Dallas Wilson puts him up. Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. 38 seconds remaining left to go in the third quarter. Don't go to commercial break because, like I said, you already know you're going to go to commercial break later on. But I'm trying to see who the corner was for Texas. But stutter and go. A little bit of a push. But Wilson spins out of pressure and then just basically just like runs over Taft into the end zone. It is, I can't see. Is it Black? Is his last name Black? I think his last name is Black. Number 6. Sanchez got arrested for battery, carjacking, breaking into a car, and public drunkenness. Okay, so because like initially it just said that he was stabbed. So he was stabbed for battery, carjacking, breaking into a car, and public drunkenness. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that developed way different than I thought it was. I was about to be like, oh, that sucks for Sanchez. Now it sucks for whoever had to stab him. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. All right, well, back to this game. 38 seconds left to go in the third quarter. From the 25-yard line, shotgun formation. Going to be a play action pass. Has got time. Running out of time. Throws while he's getting hit. And a great catch by number 0. That is Moore Jr. First down 10 for Texas. Like I said, number 5's had a pretty good day. He had a nice shot on the arch. It's 12 seconds. Going to be a handoff off to the right side. Getting the edge up to the 45, up to the 50. Well, actually the 49-yard line. And there is a flag. I do believe McClain is talking a little bit smack to Wisner. But I believe it's a hold. Because it looked like, yeah, it's going to be a hold on that right tackle. Because, I think it was Caleb. I think it was Sapp who was trying to break away from there. Let's see. Yeah, right tackle right here. Yep, he holds on for a little bit too long. No, it was James. It was James that was getting hold of him, 24. So 4 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Now it's gonna clock down. So in the third quarter, first down 20. When we come back for Texas, 29-14. You're down by 15. Florida, don't screw this up. You're up by 15. You're up by 15 points in the fourth quarter. You've been able to run the ball. You technically had success passing the ball too, but just continue to crank out the run game. Make, Ball get his 100 yards rushing. Have a nice drive after this Texas drive. And I think you feel pretty confident. First down 20 when you come back. If you're able to get a stop, amazing. If not, hopefully it's going to take Texas a while to get into some kind of scoring position. Florida, like I said, do not mess this up. Don't mess this up for everybody. Don't let everyone in the SEC miss out on a chance of clowning Texas. We want to clown Texas. Yeah, hopefully, Dobie. Hopefully. Oklahoma, by the way, is blowing out Kent State, which we expected, 30-0. Let's talk about the Penn State game. No, they're not going to show that just yet. Bama scored another field goal, so it's only 20-14, a 1:17 left to go in the third quarter. So they were driving again and had a set up for a field goal. Vandy's defense keeping them in the game. Because, like I said, it's kind of hard to hold that Alabama offense at bay. Because so far they've been pretty good as far as after that Florida State game. Manning is staying in college for 5 more years at this point. And he is hopefully, like I said, you have Wingo for another year. You're probably going to go after another transfer wide receiver, or I don't know. More likely they're going to try to go all in next year. If Texas loses, which more likely they will, I feel like they're going to lose one more game this year, so that'll give them 3 losses. I said near the beginning of the game when Florida went up, I was like, if Texas loses 3 games, do you think that they'll put them in the college football playoff? I don't think they will. Even though, the losses will be at Ohio State, at Florida, and then whoever else they lose to. I think there's a chance they don't put it in Texas because they have not been impressive at all. So I think that Texas is going to be going all in next year because they might feel like this is the last chance they have because even though Steve Sarkisian has done a pretty good job, they've gotten so close, just is still so far. They would put them in if they were Notre Dame. They probably would. But Texas, I don't feel even so. If they lose to Florida and they lose to one more team, there'll be 2 losses to SEC. They may even lose 2 more games. I mean, that's the other thing too. They have Georgia They got Oklahoma. They got Texas A&M. Um, like I'm just saying, like, there's a chance that they could even lose two more games after this game. I'm hoping that Florida can hold it off. I'm hoping. I'm pushing that narrative. They're able to hold it off. They're up by 15. Hopefully they can. But there's a chance that Texas, who is number one, could even miss out the playoffs. Manning throws to the left side, and it's going to be too high for Wingo. Second down and 20. Another bad pass. Another bad pass. UCLA versus Penn State is 34-28, 14-26 left to go in the fourth quarter. UCLA hold off. UCLA hold off Penn State. Please. Please win that game too. That'd be hilarious. So, Manning in shotgun formation. Wisner to his right. Trips to the left. From the 34-yard line. Manning drops back to pass, is getting some pressure, steps in the pocket, and is going to run up to his left up to the 35-40, up to the 45-50. 45 is going to get the first down up to the 35, down to about the 31-yard line. And that is a first down for Texas. You had him at second down 20. 33 gets pressure, but unfortunately, they're in man coverage, and unfortunately he's able to run out. First down 10 from the 30-yard line. Shotgun formation going to be a low snap. Quick throw out to the tight end, who is going to gain about a yard. Second down 9. Please, USC and Navy beat Notre Dame. 4 losses should be enough to keep them out. I think that 3 losses are enough to keep out Notre Dame because Notre Dame doesn't have a conference. So if they lose to USC, they won't have like a signature win because what their signature win is Arkansas right now, who just fired their head coach. So, like, I feel like if Notre Dame goes 9-3, I don't think they make it in, unless by some miracle that like a lot of the other teams go 9-3 and they have some pretty bad losses. That's the only way I can see it happen. As a false start by Texas, let's freaking go Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. So, second down 14 for the Texas Longhorns. 13-41 left to go in the fourth quarter. Because right now, for Notre Dame, they have 2 losses, but both their losses are against top 6 teams. And thereby, like, combined, I think, combined like 4 points? So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, that's another false start. Oh my gosh, hilarious. Another false start. Another false start by Texas. So, backing them on up again. Going to be second down 19. Now, Florida. You had them at second and 20 before. Do not let them convert this. Second down 19 from about the 39-yard line. Pushing back, way back. All right, so shotgun formation for Arch Manning. Running back to his right. Draws back to pass. And is going to throw, and that's going to be picked off to the 20, to the 50, up to the 35-yard line. He threw it right to Castile. And Castile was like, I don't know what to do with this. Let me go. Goodness gracious. Texas. I mean, let's see here. What? All right, so it's too high for number 3, and it just goes right to number 14. It's too high. It's a bad pass from Arch, and it goes right to the safety. 13:06 left in the fourth quarter. Florida. Long sustained drives, all we want, and a field goal. You do that, you're up at 18, 3 scores. We can feel good. Right now, we're still kind of concerned. Because it's like, hey, it's You've disappointed us in the past. Just do what you're supposed to do. Long sustained drive, get ball 100 yards, score a field goal. Not asking for much. Not asking for much. Do not screw us up. All right, so let's look back at the Vandy versus Alabama game. Into the third quarter. Oh, Vandy has 4 sacks on the day. Good. Good job by Vandy. I'll just give a little update on as far as the stats go. I haven't done that in a little bit. Okay, so let's look at this time possession because initially it was very lopsided. Waiting. So, still about 8 minutes, but it's 27:07 for Florida compared to 19:28 for Texas. Rushing yards, still, you got, let's put it up here. There you go. DJ Lagway has 18 for 23 for 272 and 2 touchdowns. Ball has 17 for 90, so just give him 10 more yards. Duke Clark, 9 for 38. Dallas Wilson had that huge 55-yard reception. He's got 5 for 105 for 2 touchdowns. Vernell Brown has 3 for 72. Servant has 2 for 42. And then Hayden Hansen had that 1 for 20. Texas, Arch is 12 for 22, so basically you're right about like what 55-ish%. 172 touchdowns and 1 interception. He's also the leading rusher for 10 for 60 yards. Wisner has 6 for 10. Niblett has 2 for 4. Like literally, your only rushing is getting from Arch. So from the 38-yard line, shotgun formation for Lagway, who is going to drop back to pass and take a deep shot, and it's going to be incomplete, a little bit underthrown ball, unfortunately to Mizell. 2nd down 10. Like I said, Arch hasn't done too bad. Well, not hasn't done too bad. He's been pretty mediocre. But the fact that Texas can't run the ball too is definitely not helping at all. Like, he is the leading rusher, and the other ones are basically at like 1 yard carry kind of vibe. So he's missed on a couple. Florida's been able to get pressure. So the offensive line's been playing the best. Florida's been able to get pressure. Ball gets about 4 or 5 yards in the carry, so basically about 3rd down and 5. Because there was two passes that Arch could have had that made his stats look a little bit better. Where I think it was number 33 got the pressure on him one time, where it would have been if Arch had enough time, it would have been a touchdown. The second time it was number 5 who has had a pretty good day for Florida, got the pressure on him, forced a bad pass. And like the wide receiver just absolutely just cooked. I think it was Wingo. Yeah, he cooked McLean. So it could have been better, but great pass over Lagway to the tight end. That's going to gain about 7 yards there. And that's a 1st down. 2nd catch by Hansen. 1st down 10, about the 48-yard line for Florida. But yeah, it's not been good. Could have been better, but he's not getting a lot of help at all. So I would say, so far, the Texas offense has been like about 60% on him. I'll say 60% on him. But the fact they can't run the ball at all is very troubling. So, pistol formation, going to be a handoff off to the left side. Baugh is going to bounce it out. Basically best line of scrimmage. Second down 10. But yeah, it could have been better. Could have been better. But I'm not going to put it all on him. So 11:33 left to go in the fourth quarter. Second down 10 for the 48-yard line. Still 29-14. Um, Shotgun formation. Going to have Baugh to his left. Lagway draws back to pass. Quick throw, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be up to the 45. Down about the 41, 42-yard line. Depends where I spot him. Be third down about 3. Nice catch there by Wilson. Yep, third down about 3. Goodness, their third conversion is worse than Texas's, 31%. Like I said, I'm speaking this as an Auburn fan. Our third down conversion rate is abysmal too, but still. From the 41, third down 3. Got to get up to the 38. Going to be in pistol formation. Ball to the back to be behind him. Hand off the ball. Unfortunately, they are all there. It's a 3-yard loss. Great job there, number 26 for Texas, and a punt will have to ensue. 10:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Still a 15-point game. Florida able to, knock off a good amount of time, but still got to punt this ball away. UCLA scored. They went for 2. Got it. There we go. 42-28. Get your bells out because we have upset alert. Please, Lord, let them win. That would be so funny. Exactly. Let Penn State and Texas lose. Please. Let the world heal. Let the world heal. From the 44-yard line, punt, and it's going to be a little bit of a doozy. And it went out of bounds at about, probably say about 13. Nope, he is going for 15-yard line. So, first down 10 with the 15-yard line. 9:56 remaining in the fourth quarter. Down by 15. And we go to commercial break. And we see Arch Manning commercial. Very fitting. See about this Vandy game. Still 20-14. Bama has the ball. 12:37 remaining in the fourth quarter, and they're at their own 19-yard line. And it was a turnover. Oh, okay. So the second red zone turnover of the game. Keon Sabb with the interception. And both the turnovers have been on Diego because the first one was a fumble. This one was a pick. Goodness gracious, Oklahoma State got absolutely trounced by Arizona, 41-13. Goodness. I'm also thinking about tonight, Mississippi State versus TCU versus Texas A&M. I'm trying to think of how much of a chance I might give Mississippi State because I think maybe that Mississippi State could beat Texas A&M. Like they look a lot better than I thought they were going to be this year. Almost beat Tennessee, but I think I'm still going to go Texas A&M winning that game. But I think it's gonna be a good one. I'm not streaming it. I'm probably just gonna do some work around the house while I have it on. But I think there's a possibility of that being on upset alert. All right, so Arch come back on the field. Down 15 at the 15-yard line. 9:56 left to go in the game. First down 10. Arch going to be in shotgun formation, running back to his left. Going to have two tight ends to the left. Arch drops back to pass. He's getting some pressure. And it's fumble. Oh, no. Almost fumble. Almost a fumble. Denson on the blitz beats the running back. Almost a fumble. And that would have basically been the game, honestly. Because then Florida would have easily gotten a chip shot field goal. Woo, buddy. I'm watching the UCLA game, man. Drew Aller looks petrified in the pocket. I'm telling you, like I never believed in Drew and Drew Aller. Like everyone kept trying to hype him up, say he's next Josh Allen. Made no sense. Yes, he has a good arm, but he can't perform. He can't. Drop back to pass. Arch Manning going to try to take a deep shot, and he's going to get sacked again. And that's about 28. They brought the blitz again, defeated the running back, and gets another sack. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Third down for Texas. Dude, the running back, you had him. And then you're just like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the running backs for Texas, but you ain't showing up. So, third down, 12 from about the 13-yard line. Arch drops back to pass and is going to throw to the right, and it's going to be caught. It's going to be a first down up to about the 27-yard line. And that is, who's that again? That's Moore Jr. So thankfully, first down. 8:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Arch in shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Going to be a handoff, and that Weisner's going to get, trying to bounce it outside. He maybe gets like 3 yards there. Up to the 30-yard line. And there's a flag. Ain't no way Aller is scared against 0-4 UCLA. Yeah, well. And that was a hold too, by the way. Hold on the left side. Right here. Yep. It's enough. It's on the jersey. Dude, Texas, you're killing yourself. It is 1st and 20. It is 1st and 20, under 8 minutes left to go in this game. Dude. All right, so back at about the 17-yard line. Manning drops back to pass. Ashley has some time. Takes a deep shot, and it's going to be picked off at the 42-yard line. And that right there, guys, not quite the end. But Florida up by 15, 7:33 left to go in the fourth quarter. All they have to do, put together a drive, kick a field goal. You do that, you're good. Because Texas has not been able to move the ball. Literally, they've not been able to move the ball that much at all. That one is on Arch, for sure. Got a little greedy. It is a great play by safety, but it also is a little bit greedy by Arch there. But man, dude, we're happy though. We're happy, but I was hoping that Texas might put up a little more of a fight to try to win this game, but nope. All right, so it is still 20-14. Alabama's 3rd down and 5 from their own 34-yard line. About 11:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. But yeah, Aller being petrified of UCLA is kind of funny. But, I don't know. I understand why people were hyped by Aller because the rushing ability, the arm he has, but it doesn't matter what kind of legs you have, what kind of arm you have, if you don't have it up here, and it shows in big games. And this isn't a big game. This is against 0-4 UCLA. But I just haven't been impressed with Aller all his time at Penn State because every single time it was a big game, he could never produce. Or he would start to have a good game and then he would make the dumbest decision possible. So Penn State touchdown? Okay. I said even if Penn State had to pull it out, I don't care. Like they should go down. Should keyword. Maybe UCLA could beat NIU because NIU was like last year they beat Notre Dame, and I think did they go 5-7? I don't. I know they didn't make I know they didn't make a bowl game. Let's see, NIU football 2024. 2024. Oh, they did go to a bowl game. Oh, okay. So they did go to a bowl game and they defeated Fresno State. Okay. So DJ Lagway going to be handoff, and that's going to be to Baugh, who is going to get like a yard. So second down and 9. They kind of cut to that kind of late. They were. Oh no, they were. They were 7-5, and then they won overtime in a bowl game. Oh, they did better than I thought they did. But they were also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the MAC. That's why I thought they did bad because I thought they were 7th in the MAC, but they just were 8-5. So not bad, but not good. But I also don't think that Penn State's going to be like Notre Dame and that'd be their own. That'd be they make it to the national championship game. So DJ Lagway's taking a deep shot, a little bit of a duck, and it's going to be picked off at the 25-yard line. He was getting pressure, and now Texas has the ball. DJ. I mean, part of it is the pressure. I get it. But picked off by Taft. 6:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. You had a golden opportunity. Why are you taking deep shots? Part of that is just play calling. You're near midfield. Why are you taking deep shots? Just so dumb. So dumb. So, Texas, with another opportunity. Can you do anything with it? Arched empty set, trips to the left from the 26. Drops back to pass, is getting pressure, and he's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked. Loss of about 6 yards on the play. Taylor, number 33, gets the initial pressure. His helmet went off, and then this, I think it was a safety. No, it was a safety that came down and applied the pressure because great job. Who is that? Is that Sapp? No, it's number 24. No, it was number 34. Sorry, 34 did a great swim move on the inside, try to make the tackle go inside, basically just a free rusher for the safety there. So empty set once again, second down 17, getting pressure, rolls out to his right, avoids the sack, throws on the run, and it's going to be incomplete. Tried to get it to Moore. Third and 17. 6:04 remaining in the fourth quarter. Florida defense, come on. Come on. Please. Pull this thing out. Please. Do whatever you got to do. Do whatever you got to do. So far, you've had some nice blitz packages. Get some pressure on them. Third and 17. from the 19-yard line. Shotgun formation, trips to the right, running back to his right. Play like a 3, 2, 1, 0. That's a delayed game. Give it to delayed game. Let's freaking go. It's a delayed game on Texas. Oh my gosh. Ben Hill Griffin getting loud. Please. Please, Florida. It is third down, 22. No. Yes, third down, 22. Get a stop. Please. 6:04 left to go in the fourth quarter. It is a 2-touchdown lead, and it is a 2-down drive right here. Like it's a third down 22. Like they can't just punt the ball back. Shotgun formation, running back to his right. Arch draws back to pass, throws to the right, and it's a flag. And I think it's either a legal motion, a legal shift, or it's false start. It's on the offense. I know for sure. False start on the offense once again. It is third down and 27 for the Texas Longhorns. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he went forward before the snap. Oh my word. Third and 27. From the 9. Draws back to pass. Arch checks it down up to the 15, up to about the 20-yard line. Clock continues to run. 5:55 to go in the fourth. It is fourth and forever. Florida, no, McLean, don't do anything stupid. Do not do anything stupid. Do not get a penalty. Don't be trying to jaw. It is fourth down. Just get the stop. And they have to punt. They have to punt. Oh my gosh. They have to punt and hope they get a stop. It's because it's fourth and 16. You can't get fourth and 16. 5:30 left to go in the fourth. Punt is away. And it's going to be fair cut at the 35-yard line. 5:15 remaining in this fourth quarter. Florida, please, don't do anything stupid. All we ask. Don't throw interceptions. Don't fumble the ball. Just be smart. Just be smart. Run the ball. Force Texas to call timeouts. Hopefully get a first down. Please, let's see how close are we? How close are we for Baugh to get his 100? Baugh needs 7 yards to get his 100 yards. Please give Baugh the ball. Please. Let him get 100 yards. That would be nice for him. He's had a pretty decent day. All right, so pistol formation. 2 tight ends to the left. Baugh behind him. Going to be handoff to Baugh, who's going to try the middle of the field, and he's going to get up to about the 45-yard line, down to the 46. That's 6-yard gain, second down and 4. 5:08 remaining in the fourth quarter, the first time it was called by Texas. Give it to Baugh. Give it to Baugh. Please. He is 1 yard away from 100 yards. Give him the century mark. No, on 3rd and 3, UCLA wide receiver stumbles just short of the first down with green grass in front. Nico got stuffed 1 on 4th and 1. Penn State with good field position with 2 minutes and 3 timeouts. Oh my gosh. UCLA. UCLA, don't fail us now, please. Dallas Wilson, first Florida player with 100 receiving yards, 2 receiving touchdowns, and college debut in the last 30 years. Second down 4 from the 41. 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a handoff to Baugh, who is going to get that 1 yard he needs. He has now reached 100 yards. It will be 3rd down and 3, 5:04 remaining in the fourth. Our second timeout was called by Texas. Florida, if you can get this first down, And I feel pretty confident the game will be over because they'll just continue to run down this clock. But if you don't get this first down, you're still opening up the door. With 5 minutes remaining for Texas, it's still a shot. Very unlikely, but still a shot. 3rd down and 3. 5:06, they add 2 more seconds. Shotgun formation for Lagway. Ball to his left. Probably going to be a read option, if I had to guess. That should be a false start. Yep. False start on number 86 of the Florida Gators. So 3rd down 3 is 3rd down 8. I think my neighbors are having a little get together. I think I'm hearing their voices outside. All right, so 29-14, 5:06 left on the 4th, 3rd down 8 from the 37-yard line. Pistol formation, 2 tight ends to the left, ball in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to Ball, who is going to get about 2, maybe. So 4th down, last time I was called, 5:02 left to go in the 4th. Florida equals not bad. Florida equals we should not be like this. We should not be, looking at possibly wasting this game because there's 15 minutes left, 5 minutes, there's no timeouts, but still Texas technically has a chance. And that's what I'm concerned about. If they technically have a chance. I don't like they technically have a chance. If Florida could have got a first down, then I felt pretty confident. But I've seen this many times before, where you feel like it's wrapped up, and it's not. So Florida, just don't do things stupid. Because you had it, and then you threw an interception. Give them back a chance. So. Snap, they're coming after it. Low snap, but he gets it off. And it is going to be over to the left, return to the 20, up to the 25, and down to about the 30-yard line. 4:51 left to go in the 4th. Florida has all 3 timeouts. Texas has none. It's going to be an interesting one. All the way turned up. Sorry. I expect it to be deafening in Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. So, shotgun formation for Manning. Running back to his right. Set more in motion over to the left. Draws back to pass. Steps in the pocket. And is going to take a deep shot. And it's going to be... Oh my gosh. It was tipped up like 4 times by Wingo. He almost caught the ball. It was almost picked off. Went through the defender's hands. And then Wingo was tipping it up in the air. And he went down the ground and he was tipping it up. Oh man, Wingo almost caught that. So 1, 2, 3, helmet, 4, 5, missed it. Almost caught ball. From the 31-yard line, 2nd down 10, draws back a pass, and is going to get some pressure, rolls out his pressure, and is going to take another shot, and that's going to be up to the 45-yard line, down by the 43-yard line. Clock continues to run. That was 17 as McCutcheon. And it's going to be first down 10, under 4:30 left to go in the fourth, down by 15. But it is a first down. Luckily, they held Arch down in the fourth quarter. In that third quarter, he went for 5 for 6 for 106. Still got 5 more minutes to go, though. Exactly. Arch in the pocket, rolling, and is going to throw, and that's going to be caught up to the 20, up to about the 15, up to the 10, up to the 5, and down to the 1 yard line is Moore. Clock continues to run. First and goal, 4 minutes left to go in the fourth, and Texas is banging on the door. Like I said, I didn't feel confident. I was like, eventually the dam was going to break. Right at the 1, Manning, shotgun formation, hands the ball off to Wisner, who is going to get stopped. Clock continues to run. Great job there by 91. Second and goal from the 1. UCLA gets to stop at 4th and 2. Let's freaking go. All right. 3:30 left to go in the fourth. Texas, shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Hands off to the running back, and he just walks in for the into the end zone. Now, Weiser kind of held onto his hamstring. That's not really good. He's kind of walking kind of gingerly. But it's a touchdown. It is 29-20. Texas more than likely just kicks the field goal here. Kicks the extra point. They went 69 yards in a minute 30. Extra point makes it an 8-point game. Extra point up, and it is good. So it is 29-21. 3:20 left to go in the fourth. Texas has no timeouts. They blow up their running back, laid the Thunder down. My goodness, horrendous blocking. You could drive a train through that hole. Goodness. I said, thankful for UCLA, but that's why I was afraid. I was afraid of the fact that they still had 5 minutes left, which is still a lot of time. It's still a lot of time. All right, Texas on to kick this ball away. Onside kick. They haven't won yet. Penn State has 2 timeouts. Okay. Little pooch, and it's going to be. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, gets down to the 5. Oh my goodness. Ooh, Florida. Ooh, Florida. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't fake almost muffing the ball. It was a pooch. It took a little stumble. He almost missed it, and it just falls on it at the 5. So, it is. It will be first down 10 from the 5-yard line. No timeouts for Texas. Can Florida pull it off? 3:20 left to go in the fourth. 29-21. DJ Lagway, pistol formation, going to send Wilson to motion. No, Mazel over in motion. Going to be a dump off to the tight end up to the 10. Stay in bounce. Stay in bounce. He gains 9 yards, but he goes out of bounds. 3:14 left to go in the fourth. Stay in bounce. All right, second down and 1. Two tight ends to the left, and that's going to be offsides. Offsides. Smart decision by Texas there. because, like I said, you get the first down. UCLA 3-and-out, 23 seconds left. Penn State 1 timeout. Oh, 0 timeouts. Okay. So, Penn State still technically has an opportunity? Okay. Texas technically has an opportunity. Very wisely goes offsides. So, 2:45, clock continues to wind down. First down 10. If Florida can get a first down after this play, obviously we're going to go 2-minute warning. So, going to be a handoff, and that's going to be up to about the 25-yard line. Baugh gets about 6 yards there. Second down and 4. 1:15. Clock is going to go down to the 2-minute warning. It'll be second down and 4. Florida, all you got to get is a first down. All you got to get is a first down. Going to TV timeout. All right, let's look at this Vandy game. I'm pretty sure Alabama pulled it out. No. Vandy has the ball down by 9, 2:36. Wait, is it still 2:36? I thought. Hold on a second. No, 2:17. They have the ball on their own 31-yard line. Second down and 4. Oh, he was that was 3 minutes ago. Okay. They're saying that Diego was bad today. I know he had the 2 turnovers. Did he have 3 turnovers today? Yeah. Goodness gracious, Ty Simpson had 340 yards. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Vanderbilt Alabama game is not done, but down by 9. They have 2 timeouts remaining. First down 10 at their own 39-yard line, and hit 2-minute warning. But Diego Pavia is 18 for 29, which is not great. 175, a touchdown and interception. He has 11 rushes for 69 yards. Cedric Alexander is 4 for 76 for a touchdown. But Alabama, Ty Simpson, 23 for 31 for 340 yards, 2 touchdowns and interception. Jam Miller, 18 carries, 108 yards, 6 yards reception. But then you got two great wide receivers, 5 and 2. Ryan Williams had 6 receptions for 98 yards and a touchdown. Jeremy Bernard, 5 for 82 and a touchdown. And Isaiah Horton had 4 for 66. Yeah, I don't think the Vantage will be able to pull that one out. They can make it interesting, but I don't think they're able to pull it out. UCLA faked the punt, holds on to the ball to bleed clock. They get a safety, 17 seconds left. Okay, so 17 seconds. Oh, let me look at. Oh, hold on a second. 17 seconds left. So it's going to be like a last second heave for Penn State then? Yep, they just won. Wow. So they were able to hold them off, and UCLA wins against Penn State, handing them their second loss, and UCLA gets their first win. Amazing. Amazing. We love to see it. And hopefully, we can have Texas lose. Florida is 2nd and 4. Get a first down, game's over. All you got to do is get a first down. Don't do anything stupid. No turnovers, no nothing. Just get a first down. Or if anything, just bleed the clock. So Lagway in shotgun formation, right back to his left. Going to be a handoff, and he is going to get maybe a yard. He continues to turn his legs, but he only got a yard. It's fine. Third down 3, 150. Clock continues to run. They got cute with it. Aller checked down with time expiring. Lateral gets blown up. Great hate watch. Love to see a fraud lose. Exactly. But why'd the clock stop? Why'd the clock stop? Dude, why'd the clock stop? Did someone get injured? Okay, who got injured for the clock to stop? Florida calls timeout. What are you doing? What? Wait. No. Explain to me. You are trying to run the clock. What are you doing? You're up by 8. It is third down and 3. Why did you not run down the clock and then call timeout? I gotta see if someone can explain this to me. What the heck just happened? Why why did you call timeout? Like, it makes no logical sense. DJ Lagway, shotgun formation, ball to his left, third down 3, toss the ball, who is going to get stood up. A player lost his helmet, so they called timeout. Just don't play with that player for a snap. You could have wasted 39 seconds. And instead, you will give Texas a decent amount of time. Like, yeah, it won't be a lot, but it'd be about a minute. Billy. Billy. I understand that as offensive lineman, it's important. Yeah, you need to have your offensive lineman. But you can have one player in for a play so that they lose 39 seconds. It is 106 left in the fourth quarter. If you don't call that timeout, it is 39 seconds. Do you know what 39 seconds gives them instead of 106? It gives them 27. 27 seconds instead of 106. What are you doing? What are you what 40 better not lose this game. That's all I gotta say. You better not lose this game. Kick is up, well, punt is away, and it is a shank. Bounces a little bit, gets about 31. So 55 seconds remain. Well, it says 54, but I'm going to add another second. 55-ish seconds remain in this game. Florida's up by 8. 54 seconds remain in this game. One timeout left for Florida. From the 31-yard line, Arch, the shotgun formation, running back to his right. Is inevitable the Gators are trying to lose the game? I hope not. Please. Trips to the right. Running back to his right. Don't know what the refs are talking about. Going to send more in motion over to the left. They get split. Drop back to pass. And Arch is going to get sacked. His helmet came off. Oh, please don't throw a flag. Okay, good. 46 seconds left. Wait, why is the clock stopped? Why has this clock stopped? Why did the clock stop? It should be continued to run. Okay. Clock's down to 36. For some odd reason, the clock stopped. I don't know why the clock stopped. Because Archman's helmet came off. They had put in the backup quarterback. Second down, 22, 36 seconds left. Clock continues to run. Don't know why the clock stopped, but that's freaking me out. Drops back to pass, and the backup quarterback throws to the right, and it's going to be caught, and that's going to be Ringo trying to get out of bounds 40. Up to about the 45-yard line. It gets out of bounds. However, there is a flag. What's the flag? Oh, it's holding. That'll be hilarious. 26 seconds left to go in the fourth. Personal foul. Hands to the face on the defense. Florida. Let's see. Yep, it's hands to the face. Yep, it is. It is hands to the face. .26 seconds left. First down 10 at the 40-yard line because it was a 15-yard penalty. Arch going to be an empty set. Going to bring running back over to his right. Drops back to pass and steps in the pocket. And it's going to run out to his right or to his left. Throw on the run. Throw for the end zone. And it is it picked? I believe it is. No, they're going to say it's incomplete. Oh, man. It was almost picked up on McLean. They're going to say it's incomplete. Let's see. Oh, man. 18 seconds to go in the fourth. Let's see. Yeah, that's incomplete. All right. So, 18 seconds from the 40-yard line. Florida, please don't ruin this for your fans. Horns down, please. Horns down. Goodness gracious, you caused so much stress. It shouldn't even be into this part because you caught timeout. Manning drops back to pass, steps in the pocket, is trying to avoid the rush, going to get sacked, and he throws. That should be a fumble. He stays down, clock continues to run. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He snaps it. I think he gets a second. Florida thinks they win, but I think they get a second left. I think it's the last second. There's 1 second left. Everyone at Real Sports app are calling for Texas to put Cardwell back in. He did throw one pass, and it was to Wingo. So you get one more chance, I think. Let's see. 2, 1. No, time went out. The time went out before the ball hit the ground. Oh, McLean's talent's finally showing. Imagine if he went to a real football program at high school instead of the sideshow that is Colorado. I mean, he did give up a big touchdown to Wingo, but he does have talent. That's the thing. He does have talent, but man, he also got cooked. He also got cooked on a long touchdown, but he definitely got talent. Definitely got talent. So it'll be interesting to see if that continues to develop for him this season. But Florida, they're able to hold off Texas 29-21. You almost hurt yourself. You almost hurt yourself because you called a stupid timeout. Like I still don't get it. I still don't get like from a schematic point. I get that like oh we're gonna lose offensive linemen. Okay. Oh we don't need to do that. But the fact remains is that you it's 39 seconds. That's way more valuable than player. I'm sorry, it is. Arch Manning is spending 7 more years in college. Great game, great upset week. Exactly. Unfortunately, Vanderbilt couldn't pull it out. They couldn't pull out the upset, but maybe Mississippi State can. Maybe Mississippi State can. We have three top 10 teams lose, but they did almost hurt themselves. Yeah, no, like legitimately, like I'm just like I am in awe. I am in awe of the fact that you could be that blinded by oh we're gonna lose a player, let's call a timeout. It makes no sense. It makes literally no sense why they did that. Text your season is over. Thanks for playing. And you got next week against Oklahoma. Maybe you can beat Oklahoma, but I doubt it. I doubt it because as good as Florida's defense is, Oklahoma's defense is legit too. So I'm hoping Oklahoma can pull it out because it makes us look a little better. Probably look a bit better. But yeah, no, like Texas is going to lose one more game, so you're going to be 9-3. I don't think that you'll make the playoffs being 9-3. Even if you have wins against whoever else you have wins up against, like you got Texas A&M, you got Oklahoma, you got Georgia, so you could still have 2 good wins, but you'd have three losses. That's the thing. What in the world? Something was flying down out of the stands in the Texas Tech Houston game. What the heck? But yeah, it should not have come down to that. Let's just speak clearly. It should not have come down to that. It shouldn't have been. They shouldn't have been at the 40-yard line. So, goodness gracious, it's fine. It's fine. But Florida wins. Florida wins to beat Texas. This was a great game to stream. Love having y'all on here. Thankful that Penn State also lost too. It should have been a stress-free weekend for me, but I started stressing for Florida. I'm not even a Florida fan, but I started stressing for them because I'm like, even though Billy is going to be gone after this year, he almost screwed you over. He almost screwed you over, but you won. Yes, congratulations, Dobie. Florida is 2-3. 2-3, and there's a chance that you could go 7-5 this year. Maybe 6-6 is more realistic, but you go 7-5 this year. So Dobie, good on y'all. Still have a very, very tough schedule ahead of you, and goodness gracious, yeah, I do know how it feels. I know how it feels. I know how it feels when you should win a game and then you almost lose it. But more often than not, and during my time as an Auburn fan, we've lost it, especially as of recently. So yeah, crazy game. Tomorrow I'll be back streaming Panthers versus Dolphins. I'm hoping that we can pull out a win. And then I'll be streaming the Sunday Night Football game, Patriots versus Bills, and then be streaming on Monday Night Football game. So thank you so much for joining. Like I said, as always, I always enjoy streaming